different versions of us exist in other worlds.
We are building the gateway to...
Yeah, I forgot Tales of Hysteria had like shitty events.
Say, there's already done that in. Are you Tata? Wait, she's sick? Oh, crap. Please don't delay.
Unless it's officially confirmed, I'm not gonna really buy that kind of shit. But no, because literally anybody could mistranslate shit. But whatever. This is the KH community. Everything's taken out of damn context.
Oh, wait. Tetsuya Nomura.
No, that's kind of what happens when you're working on like what 3 games now, or whatever, without a thing called resting or whatever. Dude's gonna end up putting himself in the grave if he keeps that up.
Yeah.
And as messed up as that sound, it's just the reality of it.
True. Nomura does work hard.
Yeah, that's most game developers in Japan. They work themselves to near death at some points. DK isn't on mic. Wait, what?
He isn't on microphone. That's what he meant.
Oh yeah, he's muted in Stream Shadow. Not Stream Shadow. Discord.
Mm-hmm. Who they're hearing is who the rest of the chat is hearing is us. So they thought that your voice was DK.
Wait. I'm pretty sure me and DK have very distinguishingly different voices.
But I can hear you.
Yo, DK, what's up?
I can start it soon, guys.
I know, right? Oh, shit. Actually, I need to get the fuck out of this.
Was that too loud? You said it scared
No,
you.
you're fine.
No, you're good, DK. You're good. You're good.
Not talking about the stream. Oh, female said stream is scared hell. Is it too loud or something?
Nah, he's here with us in Discord. He heard that.
Oh,
so
okay.
that actually, because you just popped out of nowhere. Like,
Okay.
Nobu Umatsu. Wait, Nobu. Oh shit.
Oh,
Nobu Umatsu.
Nobu's the one who's sick.
oh,
No.
I thought it was Nomura.
No, he said composer, not director.
I didn't care who it was. I didn't want either of them sick.
Exactly.
Not Nobu.
Don't tell me he's like super old.
Nobu was born in 1986 to now, so do the math on that.
He said 86.
Yeah, 1986.
That makes him 4 years older than me, which means he's in his 40s.
Oh. Okay, he's not that old. Okay, never mind.
Well, I'm looking at something that was posted in September saying, with burnout in sight, Final Fantasy composer takes indefinite sick leave.
DJ, I swear to God.
Wait, picture of...
You trap master.
I mean... You know what? Hold on. Give me a second. We're talking about traps over here. Give me a second.
This is how he got his freaking nickname in the first place, because he posted links like this in the chat.
No, if we're talking about traps, give me a second.
Oh my god.
Well, technically traps.
That's one long ass link.
Yeah, I copied it from Google.
Don't start something you can't finish, Ramen.
Bonnie, don't talk to me about finishing something I can't start.
Babe, are you sure you should be talking?
I'm feeling a little bit better, so don't worry.
Matt, please.
Okay.
It's a reverse trap, dude.
And also, Ramen's in trouble. Ramen's in
For
trouble.
what?
The hell did he do? Wait a minute.
He got in trouble with DK.
No,
Bonnie, the fuck
DK's
are you
just
talking
messing with him. That's it. DK's just messing with him after people thought that, well, since DK was muted, he was talking, and then people mistook Ramen's voice for him.
Which is still weird considering, like...
DJ, don't be playing that. Don't be playing that type of role. Seriously.
Yeah, I know it.
Innocent.
I know at the same time it's technically not a trap. I'm just, well, gender bend. Although if we're gonna talk about gender bend, the Fate series would like to have a call.
Bruh. You don't need to bring them up, okay?
Oh no, I will bring them up.
I'd rather leave them out because I'd rather just not.
Hey, don't pull Artorian and leave Mordred out of all this.
All right, I guess I'll go ahead and get started now. Can everybody hear me?
Yup.
Yeah, we can hear you, DK.
Yep, nice to see you, DK.
What's going on, man?
Also fun.
Pretty sure
Also, finally glad to get in on the stream finally.
Oh, this is a Finn. Hey, what's going on, Finn? What's up, dude?
Yeah, by the way, it's Blue Fire from
from
Twitch
I
anyway.
call
Okay,
BS.
what's going on, dude?
Not much, you?
I'm sorry, I call
Doing
BS.
all right.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, I'm finally I need a haircut, but who gives a fuck? Okay, so
Same
what's up,
here.
guys? I'm back.
You're not the only one, Dust. Neither are you, Kefka.
But I'm in the comfort of my own home, so I don't care about that stuff right now, you know. So yeah, guys.
Yeah, true.
I know I haven't done this in a while, but I'm back home now. So you see, I got the webcam back on. I'm back home now, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as of now, I'm gonna start streaming maybe twice a week because I need to focus more on my Hold on. Shit.
Well, you do
me.
need to finish this game up.
Oh, I'm gonna finish it. I'm definitely gonna finish it.
What?
I gotta catch up on my YouTube channel. 'Cause I got like 3 unfinished LPs out there, including 13, the 2-minute series, and I gotta finish Tactics. I also gotta
Well, DK, you don't really have that much to do in Tactics left unless you want to do more of the side quests.
Actually, it's been such a while since I played Tactics. I forgot exactly where I am now. I think the
You
last
beat
thing
the game.
Yeah, you beat the main game, but the
Last time
thing
we
is,
checked,
there's also
you
one.
I'm talking about
the story.
I'm talking about the LP on YouTube because I started LPing on YouTube.
Ah, for when you uploaded it, yeah.
Yeah, I started LPing on YouTube, man.
But yeah, oddly
Well, just
oddly
focus on
enough, I've
RT
been
for now since that's what you're really focused on.
oddly enough, I found out that that there's actually the
Don't wanna get too much
like
sidetracked.
given how
Side
Final
note,
Fantasy.
speaking of sidetrack, 17 hours.
Wait. You said Nobu was born in '86. Oh, I did it backwards. That means he's 4 years younger than me, not older. Okay.
Huh.
Okay. I'm older than Abu, really?
Wait, let me double check that because
make sure.
Nobu kind of looks older.
Yeah, ain't no way he's younger than 36.
That dude looking old as hell.
Tatsumi, to answer your question there, DK really doesn't play online games on PS4 a lot. He really doesn't.
Who asked that?
Tatsumi underscore ow.
Oh,
Nobu
yeah.
was born in 1959. Damn.
I like rarely do that. The one time I really got into
Oh, but
online
years
games
back
was
there.
Street Fighter 4. But even that turned out to be hellish. I was beating people and they was trolling me like crazy and then they would like when you get ready to win, they always rage quit so you can't get your points, and so
That sounds familiar.
I've just never been a fan of online gaming. I can't explain it, so it's just not something I'm into.
It's understandable though, considering, especially when it comes to like, well, I know you don't play these anymore, but like fighting games, you got to deal with that crap more often nowadays. Because oh dear God, it gets annoying.
I think some companies have you tried Street Fighter 5? I did, but I quickly died out of it. I mean, I like it, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Also,
Sorry, go ahead.
honestly, this
said
was
it.
kind of news.
Keep going.
This was kind of news to me, but I didn't realize that your favorite anime was Bleach. It was one of mine too.
Well, it used to be.
I see.
I mean, I was.
Well, honestly,
Sorry,
well,
go
you
ahead.
want to know something funny? I got to meet the voice actor for Ichigo.
Oh yeah,
Johnny-
he goes everywhere.
Yeah, I know he does, but still, it's pretty awesome anyway.
Yeah.
I even got a couple pictures with him too. After all, he
oh my
was the
God.
Black Power Ranger.
I about to say I didn't realize until like 3 years ago that he and Black Ranger Adam was the same person. I'm like, really? I'm saying
Yeah.
myself.
That
I'm saying
and,
myself. You're
that
trying
and
to
the
tell me
fact that
that.
he's also that and the fact that he's also the main protagonist from Persona 4 and as well as Adachi and the fact that he's also Therian from Dissidia as well.
I know. I mean, I didn't see. I didn't realize until a few years ago that he was such a popular voice actor. I'm like, good grief, man. I mean, I've always known him as only the Black Ranger, and I used to watch Power Rangers. I mean, trust me. I told y'all this already, but I love Power Rangers so much that anytime I brought home bad grades, my punishment literally was I couldn't watch Power Rangers for that week. That was my punishment.
Oh, hell no.
Really?
I was so obsessed with Power Rangers. My mom decided that my punishment was if I don't come home with at least a C for this week, no Power Rangers. That was my punishment. That's how much I was into it.
Better than me, DK. I mean, my punishment was if I didn't get an A or a B, I could not get any Yu-Gi-Oh cards for at least a month.
Well,
that's cruel. That's
Fortunately-
straight up cruel.
fortunately,
And you're not really missing out on much considering it was I think considering your age, Bonnie, it's around the time when Stratos got banned.
fortunately, I got to Yu-Gi-Oh when I had my own money, so there was nothing that they could have done about that.
Like honestly, I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy too, but the thing was with my punishment. Technically, it wasn't a punishment, but more parental bias on my sister's part. The thing was, I didn't start watching Dragon Ball Z until I was about 8 years old. The problem was my sister got the bias to the fact that both my sister, who was 4 years younger than me, and myself, who was 4 years older, had to go to bed at the same time. The problem was the last show before bedtime was Sailor Moon. And the
Thanks for the host.
That wasn't just the icing on the cake. My sister and I slept in the same room on the same bunk bed, and the problem is that in order for my sister to fall asleep, my mom had to sing the theme song of Sailor Moon as a lullaby.
The fuck?
Now that was torture every single night she had to do that. And the fact that around the time that I was 8 years old, I finally got my bedtime bumped up from 7:30 to 8. And guess what episode? And it was mostly due to my dad and I finally teaming up to finally say, Ren wants to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And guess what show was on after Sailor Moon, baby?
Dragon Ball Z?
Yep. And you won't believe what was the first episode I ever watched.
Don't say it was Super Saiyan.
The father-son Kamehameha episode from the Cell games.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I love Gohan. That's why I love Goku. That's why, and honestly, even though Tuxedo Mask was my first role model in terms of anime, freaking Goku blew him out of the water every single time.
Although they did make Gohan into a little bitch in later seasons because, oh no, we can't have Gohan be a cool character on his own. No, we gotta turn him into a bipedal bitch who literally bangs the daughter of the literal richest man on the planet next to Bulma.
I think what happened there was Goku fanboys didn't like how it was Gohan who saved the day instead of Goku.
Yeah.
But I think it was a nice twist. I think it was a nice twist to have someone besides Goku do it for a change. I mean, I thought that was cool because think about it. Most animes always have the main character do it, but I think it was a nice twist to have another person, and it was fitting for Gohan to do it. I mean, I think it was cool.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, Gohan is actually my favorite character in the series, even though he has been not getting as much love. Like, honestly, I love the future Trunks arc as well because of what happened to future Gohan in that timeline. Because Goku was out of the picture, and who was the one to step up to take care to train Trunks to take down the androids possibly and even fight them?
It was Gohan.
Future Gohan. And heck, Future Trunks even came back in Super and freaking look at his freaking cinematic finish in Dragon Ball Fighters.
I have that game, but I still haven't played it yet. I told you I've died.
I don't have it either, but man, it looks hype as hell.
Speaking of which, somebody asked me about Street Fighter V earlier. I was going to main Karen because I miss Karen because Karen's last appearance before this was Street Fighter Alpha 3. And I like using Karen. I think she's cute, by the way. And apparently, I didn't know that Karen was actually top tier in Street Fighter V. She's like, like top tier.
She is.
I didn't know that. So I mean, I used it casually, but I didn't know she was top tier. But I love Karen.
We'll go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Well, for me, when it came to Street Fighter V, I personally don't like fighting games that are slow as balls like Street Fighter. But the only characters I can tolerate playing with, Sakura and Ibuki, because why the hell not? And also, they're legal now, so yay! Yeah, no, I was not going to jail back then. I just turned 20. I'm not going to jail for that.
The problem I told you, the problem I have with fighting games is nowadays it's pretty much just generated for online play, but online play is boring because you don't know if the other player is cheating, and if they're not cheating, they're probably going to fucking just disconnect when you beat them. So that kind of defeats the purpose, I have the same problem with Yu-Gi-Oh. I wanna practice my combos, but the new system doesn't have a AI mode, and every time I play one card, they be like, okay, I know it's coming, you win, surrender. How the fuck am I gonna practice it if they keep surrendering?
Yeah, and that's been kind of a problem, especially when it came to Duel Links, is people just straight up quitting. Because nowadays it's like, they're adding a new balance or whatever for Duel Links, but at the same time it's like, you can't even really just pop off because, oh no, we see that you're using fur hires. Yeah, no, we're leaving.
Exactly.
You use specific archetypes, you just may as well just, nah.
See, online gaming is you always run into people who don't want to deal with this, and they just disconnect. Just get better. Don't just rage quit. If you know 80% of people is gonna do this, then have things to counter it. That's what I'm saying, man. Or get better, or don't fucking play the game. So it's just. Another thing I didn't like about Street Fighter V is I didn't like how they did the story. It's like a comic book where Street Fighter 4 had actual cutscenes.
Yeah, kind of like the comic book style a bit more, but I can get why that's kind of annoying. Although I'm the guy who sits over here and plays Blaze Blue all day, so that's a whole different thing. About Bleach. Me and AJ used to, the thing that we looked forward to every week was the next Bleach episode. We would watch it online. There are two things that they did in Bleach that pissed me the fuck off. One was killing off Ging. Because Ging is literally the reason why I got into Bleach. And keep in mind that this is a male character, so that says a lot about Ging. Ging is cool. Yeah, I really didn't like the fact that they killed off. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 things that pissed me off. 1, they killed off Ging. 2, they changed a lot of the voice actors. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like how they changed the voice actors. And 3, they kept putting in all those annoying fillers, man.
No, just no cheese.
Yeah, I think Bleach had
cereal, bread. Yeah, pastries.
No one gives a fuck about all this random stuff. The beach scene was kind of interesting because of all the bikinis, of course, but we don't want to see all that. We want to see Ichigo fight the number 1 Espada, but they kept holding that shit off. It was really getting annoying. I just couldn't take it anymore. So.
Yeah, I think another issue I had with Bleach, but this is more or less the manga's problem, and it's I'm not gonna go too deep in it. They made Ichigo's mom kind of, I don't know. I feel like they made Ichigo's mom kind of look like a whore against him, essentially.
Oh, she has a face now?
No, like legit is because of what they did with Ichigo. I kept thinking, like, how many people did freaking Ichigo's mom sleep around with? Like, damn.
Sorry, guys, I had to disappear.
Oh, that's what they
for a
did to
moment.
her?
Hmm?
That's what they did to her?
No, because like in the manga, they gave like Ichigo, like this is the main issue I had with it, was like Ichigo is not part Soul Reaper, part Hollow, part Quincy. I'm like, what the fuck? Stop giving all this stuff. Just give. This is one of the reasons why I like Dragon Ball a bit more, because they kind of limit what the main character could do, and not just, hey, I have all these forms now because either my mom's a whore or my dad's been knocking somebody else up. Like, come on, like keep it consistent for once, Oda.
Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about Bleach after Aizen, because I told you, Killing Off Ging was actually the last straw for me. So I didn't watch. I don't know anything about Bleach past that point. So.
And trust me, you're not missing much.
Yeah, I didn't really want to get into that,
Freaking
and
arc,
even when I
I
finished
literally
reading the
stopped
manga,
watching.
it was just, what the huh?
I mean, I heard there's a few interesting things, like Kenpachi finally getting his
Yeah.
Zanpato's name and his Bankai and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was cool, but then
That
it's
was
like
badass.
there's maybe like three cool
was
things
that
in the
in the
manga.
anime or just the manga?
Just the manga, because I don't know how far you got into the anime, but actually, which arc did you get to?
I stopped after Ichigo beat Aizen. Ichigo transformed into some other person or something. I don't know.
Right.
The final
Getsuga.
Getsuga Tensho.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called. I stopped after that because I tell you, killing.
Yeah, I
killing
stopped
off
after
Ging-
that too.
Killing off
but I
Ging
did.
was like the last straw for me. I didn't like that.
Yeah, this was supposed,
Brutality.
like, honestly, this was supposed to be the final Getsuga Tensho.
Not
So
you
come
guys.
on, they had to bring him back because he's now a Fullbringer. He's also a Quincy because of his mom's side. He's a powerful Soul Reaper on top of that, and he's a Visered. I mean, seriously, that's honestly,
I think
they
that's just something
really
they
dropped
added
off
about-
after that.
That's just something that they added in to keep the series going. And why the fuck did I not heal my magic points on the ship? Oh well. That's the stuff that they added in really at the last minute to keep the series going. I truly think that's what's going on here. But yeah, so I guess I don't have a favorite anime anymore. Oh,
I have a few, but they're mostly one of those shows where it's like they don't continue after maybe like 3 seasons, unless you count Overlord.
Well, honestly, I
there's some
have
I'm still
different
trying to watch, but
I
they're
have
not
favorite
really
animes depending on the
doing
genre
well,
most of the
so
time.
they're only having about 12 episodes, and then that series is over. So it's like,
Isn't this the beginning of the game? Why are we back here?
But in
It's not the beginning, it's a different planet.
Oh, okay.
That's a different planet. This is
But yeah, my favorite. But yeah, depending on the genre is where I determine my favorites. But overall, I usually like animes that give me the feels. But it doesn't matter depending on the genre.
Now, I'll
Because
admit,
I love because honestly, Gurren Lagann, favorite shonen anime ever.
is he blocking my attacks?
Tatsumi, Black Clover, yeah, nah, fam, no, I can't touch that show.
I'm
No.
never going near it.
I know the main character stops screaming after a while, but no, even then, it's just, no, I'm not touching that show with a 50-foot pole. I'd rather be locked up in prison than that. Nah, I'll take being in prison school than
What
that.
show you guys talking about?
Oh my god.
Tatsumi bringing up a shonen anime that came out in recent years called Black Clover, where the main character screams so much you would be thinking you were literally playing Smash Brothers, and the only person whose voice is on is Mario when he gets knocked out of the arena on high pitch mode.
Oh no. No.
Or if you're playing cross tag, you gotta hear Ruby's freaking high pitched squealing every time you hit her, going, yeah!
Can we leave cross tag alone? Please. Please.
Hey, I made that as a joke. I don't really care, honestly. Do what you do.
Okay, talk to me. I do agree with My Hero Academia. I've been up on that since, well, the recent season, and, well, Ramen Street, though, pretty much the manga up to where it is now, so.
Yup.
honestly, I've started falling in
That's a
love
good
with
that's a good anime series and manga that I highly recommend. It's
like
really good.
honestly, I know that the hype is so crazy right now because of My Hero Academia, but honestly, I could never really. I can see myself getting into it. I just don't want to brace for another. I just don't want it to fall off just like Naruto did.
I've been reading the manga. It doesn't really fall off. Trust me.
I'm talking about if they decide to do stuff like fillers. That's
with
that's
any
what
show,
drove
dude. You
that's
can't
what
really
drove me
avoid
crazy
that.
about Naruto.
Tokyo Ghoul is
I heard that
is-
Naruto does more fillers
Oh
than
God,
any anime
Naruto
out
filler.
I still haven't seen a
watched
single
Dragon Ball.
Naruto
Wait, go
episode
ahead,
in my
DK.
life. I said I heard that Naruto does more fillers than any anime out there. I still haven't seen a single Naruto episode in my life.
Okay, Naruto isn't bad. Just the filler. 450 episodes worth of filler.
Really?
Yes,
Yes.
there's that much filler. It's that bad. Also, what's up? Who just joined in?
Yo.
Hey,
No,
no.
no.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, what's going
But
on?
in terms of, the only thing that drove me off was the
I
was
actually
the
didn't
filler for
like
me.
it.
But
I
honestly,
enjoyed
I was
every
able to.
bit of it.
But honestly, I was actually impressed with how they ended ended Naruto
That new
Shippuden
season.
anyway. It was a great, honestly, I love,
I ain't gonna say anything about it.
Naruto doing,
The season's over anyway.
yeah, but honestly, I'm surprised that, honestly, I wish they wouldn't have, I wish they would have concluded with Naruto with just them growing up with just the last Naruto the movie.
I already knew they weren't going to do that because
I know, but still, I would have been happy if they just said, "Here's your Naruto ship. Do with that what you will." That's what I thought. Although I did see a clip of Himawari sucker punching Naruto in the
Great,
gut.
here we go.
That was actually pretty funny.
God
I forgot all about High School DxD. Is the what was it? Season 3 or season 4 now?
Season 4.
Season 4.
Oh, Jock's in here.
I don't think I've seen all of season 3 yet either.
Ramen, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say I haven't caught up with the newest season. That was basically it.
The season's done. I've seen the whole thing.
No spoilers, please.
I
I'll
won't say
probably check
anything.
it out.
I won't say anything.
Yeah, I'm probably going to check it out later on tonight because all I'm really doing is just rendering and editing stuff out for Xenoblade and Reframe, so I got nothing else to do tonight.
Series, though, does actually split up their episodes from censored to uncensored, though.
I'm watching uncensored versions. Y'all can. I don't care what anybody says, but
I know that.
the censored versions can eat a dick.
I know. The uncensored version is where it's at.
I don't.
We talk about the rest.
I don't do censored. I don't do that.
Exactly.
I don't do
That's-
censored.
Common button.
Uncensored is the best part.
Yeah. Same with Honey
Also,
Pot.
also what I'm Doc.
And the next episode of Life is Strange 2 will be... I have no idea.
I was just about to ask you. I was just about to ask you if you heard any news on Life is Strange yet. 'Cause I'm
No.
itching to see more.
Yeah, I do need to see more. Right now there's only speculations, and that's only based off of how long it took the previous Life is Strange to release. Like, the first Life is Strange, not Before the Storm, but the other one, it took, like, I think 2 months to release every episode. So based off of that, people are speculating it's not going to come out until, like, mid to late November or early December. So, and that's just speculation. That's not even ironclad. That's just a guess. So, I mean,
JK Joe. Yeah,
Better have a
right.
backup plan.
JK Joe. Pedro's.
Okay, so this level, there was one really annoying enemy that I fought. It looked like it was actually blocking all my attacks. Every time I tried attacking, it blocked it and kept coming towards me. That was kind of annoying. That was kind of annoying. Giant crab.
God, goblins. Oh god, goblin slayer. Oh god.
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started.
Oh, the manga is great.
It's great. I do agree. This series is good. And I want to read the manga instead of.
Do it. I will send you a link.
It's just that holy crap. That anime is like.
The enemies here are kind of annoying. They all do like ridiculously long combos, and they fleece you, but you can't do anything.
Yeah, it seems like they're doing DK.
Also, I should be warned. I watched the first episode of Goblin Slayer.
Wait. How do you feel about it, though?
Wait.
I feel like I need to take a shower.
Bonnie, did you really just watch the first episode of Goblin Slayer?
Yeah, I need to take a shower.
I'm not gonna honestly. I always wait for the anime to. I always wait for the anime to at least give some time. I try to at least.
Okay, Paige, I did not say I did not care about Goblin Slayer. I love Goblin Slayer.
It's a joke.
God.
You know me, long enough, Dust. You know why
I'm gonna have to watch Goblin Slayer this week.
Do it, Chuck.
God.
Join us.
I don't
Just
even know what Goblin Slayer is.
If you watch that show, don't watch it with your girlfriend. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't
watch it.
Speaking of which, she actually asked me, I actually wanted to watch this anime, but I didn't want to watch it without you. Can we watch it together?
What is it? What is it?
No, she was talking about Goblin Slayer.
No. Well, actually, if she decides to watch it with you, watch it with her. But if she ain't saying nothing, don't watch it with her.
I don't even know what Goblin Slayer is, guys. So without
it's a brand new anime manga series that just came. Well,
the manga's been out for about at least a year or so.
But the anime just came out like recently this month.
Well,
yeah.
Without spoiling anything, what's so good or bad about it?
Okay, to make a long
DJ, I can do this. DK, I can do this in one word, and one word alone.
Oh no.
Rape. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
What is it? A hentai?
Yeah, I would say the curveball. I would say
Let me
the
clarify
curveball
something
is
real
more
quick.
akin to.
Is it a hentai?
No,
it's not.
It's an actual anime.
Honestly, I would say that because I was spoiled on what was going on with Goblin Slayer. It's about as big of a curveball as episode 3 of Dwelling Magic Madoka Magica.
Let's not go into that because Dust hasn't seen that yet.
Please don't.
I won't say it then. Just know that you'll be shocked at episode 3.
Can we get off of it though now?
Okay.
Anyways.
That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Okay, we get it. Anyways, DK, to give you a kind of a spoiler-free version of what Goblin Slayer is. Long story short, dark fantasy where the main character has a thing for killing goblins, and it kind of shows you kind of the glorified version of what goblins actually are than the usual, goblins are just these weird guys who like to fight. No, it shows you kind of the darker side of it that a lot of shows don't really touch upon, and it got called into controversy because of what Farian basically said.
Yeah.
They do.
Just to verify, okay, you said it's not a hentai, but is it one of those animes that's like borderline hentai? It's not exactly a hentai, but pretty close.
Nah, nowhere near that.
It's basically,
it's
not
just dark.
hentai.
That's all. That's why people don't like it. It's just dark.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that's not for the faint of heart, especially if you're not a big fan of, three things: nudity, gore, or people being used as human shields.
Oh, it's Higurashi.
Oh,
exactly.
Freaking meat shield definition.
Because they do show you some brutal death, so that's why most people do not like it.
I don't know what show it is, but I was watching something on YouTube. I forgot what it was called, but it looked interesting at first, and it had a lot of hot girls in it, so I started to get into it. But then all of a sudden, they was in school, and this there was these really hot girls in school, and then this demon just came out of nowhere and just started eating all the girls in class. Does that sound familiar?
Wait.
Is that fucking Blood C?
I don't know.
Oh my
Blood
God.
Sea?
That sounds like Blood Sea.
Yeah. Cause I was
I still need to finish that anime.
I watched one anime. It was Blood, but it wasn't Blood Sea. There's like 2 dimensions of blood. There's one where she had to fight her sister at the end, or something like that.
Wait. I gotta look this up, 'cause I swear I know what you're talking about.
I still need to finish Blood Sea. I need to finish that anime.
Wait a minute. I think... 1 second, guys. I think that's why I was interested in it first, and then I saw that. I was like, what the fuck, man? Let me see. Blood... 1 second, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's Blood Sea. Yeah, because I watched the... Okay, Blood Sea... Blood Plus, yeah. See, so I watched, I watched Blood Plus, and I was actually interested in the plot because I wanted to see what happened. You know, Blood Plus had Saya's sister rape that 8-year-old kid at the end of season 1 or something like that.
Oh my God!
And then he turned to stone or something like that. So I watched that whole season, and then I said, well, let me check out Blood Sea. It might be interesting. And then I saw all these hot girls, and the demon came in over, ate them. I said, "What the fuck? I can't watch this. I couldn't watch that."
Hey,
You need to third time watching Claymore.
So what?
Yeah, it's a good anime.
I know it's good. It's just, oh boy.
I still need to finish that as well. I have not finished Claymore.
I finished Claymore, and boy, is it amazing.
No. DJ, don't you dare mention
you
that one.
guys-
No.
Love Nectar, DJ. Love Nectar.
No, not Shimonetta. Oh, no.
No, A1, you're not late. I'm fucking late because I said I was gonna start the stream at 5 o'clock, but I just finished another Persona 5 speed run. I was tired. I didn't get to like 6, something like that.
So that's what I should have known. That's what happened.
Yeah,
That's why I saw the
I was tired, guys. I mean, Persona 5 has like completely consumed me. It's a really fun game.
It's in your soul.
Yeah, when DK was asleep, his brain.
I guess you could say that Persona 5 has stolen your heart.
Anyway, you were saying, Joe?
Somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it.
Somebody had to, but yeah, Josh, you were saying?
Okay, so
Don't worry, it has stolen
Blue
my
fire.
heart too.
Jock was talking first. Chill.
Sorry.
Thank you. So DK said he was planning on streaming at what, 3 or 2 his time?
No,
Was it?
5:30.
Okay, so he's planning on streaming at 5:30. But when DK was sleeping, his brain reminded him that he needed to stream. But instead of saying, "Hey, you got to stream," his brain said, "Wake up, get out there."
Oh my
Time to stream at the time zone. Anyway, I think my break's over, so I'll see y'all later.
Alright, take it easy.
That's hilarious. See you, John.
Next time by, dude.
Be careful.
Next time by, John.
But in regards to my joke before Jock finished, you're not the only. Persona 5 has stolen the hearts of many already, so, and I'm one of them anyway. So, but yeah, you're not alone on that.
I guess you're done streaming Soul Calibur 6.
Oh yeah, I figured out something else in regards to Soul Calibur 6. You could basically make Zidane in Soul Calibur 6 now because of Dro's weapon.
Oh god.
These enemies are
But
tough,
honestly,
guys.
I'm still gonna pick Zasalamel anyway.
These enemies are tough, man. The fuck, man? They real tough.
Still just like, god damn it. I cannot believe Jock's girlfriend wants to watch fucking Goblin Slayer.
I am very surprised.
Yeah, I know, but
She's a girl of culture.
Yes.
I
And
still,
anybody who keeps sitting here complaining like, oh my gosh, your show is so edgy. Yeah, keep using that lingo you learned from Twitter, you little bitch.
I still Well, Bonnie, I'm hoping that you're scarred by this series. And
Oh no! If she continues, she's gonna get worse. I'm gonna say that right now. It's gonna get worse for her.
Yeah.
I'm just not wondering how many more showers do I have to take? Woohoo!
At least 12 more.
That okay. I'm gonna be stopping right now, and I'm just gonna go over to Fate Stay Night. Calling that.
Bonnie.
Enjoy it.
Actually,
Yeah,
Bonnie,
good
real
luck.
quick.
Good luck. But in that regards, which one? Unlimited Blade Wars or the original?
Original.
Good, good, good.
Anyways, Bonnie, you might want to start with 0 first. It gives you some context first. Like,
Well,
just go for
honestly,
the
I
UB.
can
Just go.
recommend it.
Phoenix. Ramen was talking.
Alright.
Cool it.
Thanks, no. Anyhow,
No
Bonnie, once again, I was trying to say earlier, like I think last week you brought this up. Just go for the ufotable versions because you don't really have to watch the originals because honestly, better animation from ufotable's part. Also, better context, specifically from Fate Zero, because you won't understand certain things unless Fate Zero fills in the gaps if you don't go for the visual novel either. So they're all on Netflix, I believe.
The only problem I'm actually going to be having is all of it going to be in sub or the dub? Because I only
dub.
want it's dub. Okay.
Yeah, they have dubs for everything.
Yeah.
Also, yes, Dust, you're watching it with me.
Okay, fine. I ain't
He
gonna
likes
say
the Fate
shit.
series.
I ain't gonna say shit though.
Wait, what did
I
you say?
watched.
He likes the Fate series.
Yeah, but all because of Saber.
Honestly, I just like the ideas of the characters and the story, and also it's one of the few things that has to do with history I'll actually stay awake for.
And
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
not just Saber. I do love the story. I do actually like how it is when it comes to the character development of each character. Like when it comes to the main cast. Like
And Saber faces.
boy.
Uh,
Anyway, I do love this series due to the fact of like how great the fight scenes are, how very intense most of the story development is, and on top of that, there's a shit ton of characters in there that actually have like good, unique traits and personality.
Just don't expect a lot of them to be, or their body types to be historically accurate, because a lot of them get either gender bent or turn into actual monsters like their lore.
Yep.
When you're talking about monsters, like what? Like monsters from, let's say, Attack on Titan monsters?
No, not that kind of monster. I'm talking more like,
More like demons.
well, basically like from demons to just straight up homunculus and so on and so forth. For example, I think, if I remember correctly, I forgot what his name is. I'll have to look it up later. But a dude his myth was about him being kind of like this monster of fight or whatnot. They kind of turned him into a giant wolf man or something like that. I forgot what it was. I got to look it up because I remember.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember either.
And then there's Don Mintez and so on and so forth.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, Rama, but I just don't remember the name. I don't remember.
I have to go look it up on the wiki again because I can't remember all the names. But side note, just one more thing, Bonnie. Do not watch something called Fate Heaven's Feel until you've seen Zero and Stay Night. They fill in the gaps on what the heck is going on.
And if we do end up watching Heaven's Feel, you're watching it with me because I'm only watched the first chapter. I've seen it and I'm sad about it already.
Okay. But,
Shut up, Ramen!
Thank you, but in regards to that, it kind of reminds me that freaking Berserker in Fate Stay Night basically reminds me of Oni from Street Fighter 4.
Oh, I remember this part of the game.
True, even though the mother.
Yeah, but
Hercules looks really weird in that though.
Yeah, that's true. But honestly, the main reason why I like it so much is not only
Hey, Eternal, what's up?
is that you not only have a time traveler who traveled to the past to basically and
Yeah,
ends up
follow me.
and then freaking Hercules is freaking amazing. and the fact that there's so much that's awesome about it, and I love Day Zero for the same reason. Like, it's also kind of funny that freaking Emiya's adopted father ended up with Saber as well.
Somebody asked me a question I barely heard. Who was that?
I did, DK.
What was your question, Dust?
I was just saying, are you actually enjoying Star Ocean?
Oh hell yeah! I'm definitely. I mean, it's like I said, it's definitely got some problems, but you know, I gotta remember that this game came out a long time ago. But I'm definitely enjoying the game, definitely.
Oh yeah, DK.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hyped for Persona Q2?
I haven't played Persona Q1 yet.
Oh.
And the reason for this,
I ain't saying nothing.
Sorry, the reason for this is because I'm not a Chibi fan.
I get you. And another thing that turns a lot of people off is the dungeon crawler aspect, where you have to draw your own map. Which, I mean, it's not as bad as
Etrian Odyssey after.
Yeah, I'm aware it's Etrian, and I still don't like that game either. But yeah, a lot of people are turned off because of that. I hope they fix it in Persona Q2, but at the same time, I'm not looking forward to it because the trailers I've seen, it's just no.
Plus, the Q games, are they canon in any way?
They are not.
Yeah.
People will say they're canon, but they're definitely not.
That's
because
another
it's like,
thing. See, another
because
thing...
they're basically ripping them out of the timeline of Personas 3 and 4, and in the case of Persona Q2, they're going to be ripping it out of Persona 3, 4, 5, and Persona 3 Portable with the fact that Inako is coming back.
Yeah, see, that's another reason why I love the Persona games, because I really love the plots. I mean, Persona 3, the plot was kind of weird, but Persona 3, it was my first Persona game, and the music was really, really badass. But Persona 4, Persona 4 just kept me engaged like all the time. I just really I love the characters. I want to know who the fuck was doing all this killing and stuff like that. I really love Persona 4. It just kept me engaged.
Yeah, if you like those two, or if you like 3 and 4, I think you would probably like Persona 2, Innocent Sin, and Eternal Punishment, because at the very least in those games, because the whole day-to-day cycle thing started up with 3, but if you just want pure RPG most of the time, and you know, a rumor system that's actually good, Persona 2, Innocent Sin to start off with, because it's actually pretty decent. Although it's kind of old, but yeah, it still holds up to this day.
The problem is, Innocent Sin is only a PS.
I don't know if you can actually play that on like PSTV with your.
Yeah, you can. I did it.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh,
pretty much anything that's on the PlayStation Store for PSP, you can pretty much do it on the PSTV.
Same with PlayStation Vita, if I remember.
Oh, I'm emulated since I have Persona 1 and 2.
Like, honestly, I loved Innocent Sin, and the fact
and
that
Persona is portable.
I do, but in regards to Innocent Sin, I have to say that in regards to Innocent Sin, it was actually a very good game in that regard, and I enjoyed the P1 remake as well. But Innocent Sin, that's like Personas 2 and 3 are some of my favorites overall. But Persona 2, the reason why I love Persona 2 so much, and the fact that they carried it over to Persona 3, is the fact that fusion spells are awesome. And you don't, it's just that if it weren't for fusion spells, that's why I fell in love with Persona 3 as well. But, yeah, and then Persona 3 was like, and then in regards to SMT, and in regards to Persona being originally SMT, it's just that sometimes it can curveball you, like the fact that Persona 4 is the happiest story about murder investigation. But that's why I love Persona 5 more so after 4.
Hey Wonka, what's up?
Hey Wonka.
Oh.
Side note, yeah. Blue Fire, I'm just gonna say this right now. Nova was trying to get your attention while you're going on a long-winded tangent, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, probably better to listen, alright? You were saying, Nova?
I was going to say that since a good few of us have a bit of experience with Persona, we don't exactly need it to be spelled out.
Oh, talk about spoiling things, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I still don't know jack shit about most of the Persona series except for 3, 4, and 5.
And I've never played any of the Persona games, so I don't know nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
right there with you, Bonnie.
Yeah,
But
the only,
go on, Ramen.
no, the only thing I was gonna say, the only game I have like more issues with is 5 because 4th and favorite game, but I'll leave that for later on.
Bonnie, basically, if you watch P4 the animation and the Persona 3 movies, you'll understand that that's what got me into it.
Yeah, the only one I can recommend not watching, don't watch the golden version because it expects you to understand what the heck went on in the original Persona 4.
Yeah.
Talk about the movie. Talk about the golden movie.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet. Let's see where it is.
Oh, there we go. My audio
Yeah,
just
leave
went
an
out.
exit. I'm getting-
Sorry.
Okay, so we got
There we go.
7 or 8 people in this room. See, yeah, I figured that this would be a problem eventually. How everybody's trying to get a word in. So I figured that would be a problem. So that's if we're gonna be doing this, that's definitely something that we're gonna have to work on as a group. I mean, it's never an intentional thing, but when it does happen, it gets kind of frustrating. So that's something that we're definitely gonna have to work on. Is to try to not cut other people off, but it's bound to happen eventually. So, I mean, unless it's perfectly clear that somebody's intentionally doing it, let's try not to get upset about it because it's
Yeah.
it was here, so it's bound to happen.
Yes. But I also think that people need to actually say what they mean.
Mistakes happen. Can easily be misinterpreted for things. Just easier just to try not to make it happen too often.
True.
Now, normally I'll be fighting enemies, but unfortunately, this level has a huge flaw. There's fucking enemies all over the place. The level is huge, and there are no restore fields here.
You were supposed to restore on the ship, actually.
Yeah, but still, I still would have been out by now. Just like most RPGs, once you run out of magic points, you're in big trouble. So.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're undergeared and you're underleveled, so this makes the fights especially hard for you.
I'm undergeared, huh?
Definitely undergeared.
Oh, I forgot I can actually buy equipment on the ship. That's probably
Yeah, you were supposed to synthesize it, but since you didn't, the gear that you have is not up to par to the level.
Ah, so that's why I'm getting fucked up, huh?
And for levels, you're supposed to be at like 33, 34.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah. You're like I said, you're underleveled and you're definitely undergeared. So that's the reason why you're having so much problems with this right now.
Well, before I got to this part, I was actually fighting almost every enemy I came across. So why am I underleveled?
I think it's more so they expect you to do a couple side quests on the way.
Oh, okay.
And more so, when playing this, people usually chained the EXP one, so people would have like EXP plus 140% or like 100%. They would level up much faster.
Oh, the bonus board?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously, first timers are not gonna be able to do all that stuff in the first run, so.
Right.
2 p.m. Okay, Jock. She's gonna be pulling clutches out of her
What
ass.
about 2 p.m.?
Man, that freaking those clutches were actually pretty crazy on Jock's stream. Anyway.
I can't believe that there's not a restore field in this big ass area. What the fuck were they thinking? At least give me one restore field.
I mean, if you, like I said, restored at the ship, then for the most part, you would still have maybe 10% of your MP left.
Oh!
Yeah, but look how big this place is, man. Okay, even if I was still on a ship, by the time if I fought, okay, So they want you to grind to level up. That's understandable. But if you want me to do that, give me some fucking restore fields.
They give you blueberries.
Yeah.
Sorry, blackberries.
Blackberries. I got one.
You have one blackberry?
I got one.
Oh lordy. Well, luckily for you, there is a town nearby, so.
That's what I'm looking for. When I get to the town, I heal up. Then I'll come back and fuck shit up. But right now, I'm trying to get out alive. I'm trying to get out alive. That's what I'm trying to do. I just want. Where's the town? Is it north or west?
It's west, not north.
This big open space area is probably gonna be fucking monsters all over the place.
Well, there is, but unfortunately, right there, you can't go far anyway. So west is your only option.
Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have a dangerous enemies here in this big sand.
The enemies here are actually much tougher than the other
quicksand?
ones you just fought. That's what I said. You're not going to get far, so.
Let's see, refrain or Atelier.
Luckily, you don't take damage, so you're fine.
Wait. This area has fucking quicksand.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Watch yourself.
Talk about rotten luck.
It doesn't do anything to you, so he's fine.
You said I can't
Okay,
go.
ramen, no.
You said I can't go. west
Ramen,
yet?
no.
No,
Go
not
ahead,
yet.
okay.
They won't let you go there. You'll be able to get there later, but right now you can't go.
So I gotta go north.
You have to go to the town.
Okay.
At the very least, you don't have.
So open the map and then you'll see the other little entrance you can go into.
I mean, the town's on north or is it west?
It should be. It's that little. It's
here we
west from you.
Here you go.
So.
I might just sell my copy of Spider-Man, just get it digitally, just so I can actually get some extra money.
Bro, give it to me.
Sell it to him for like $20.
Please. I don't want to play Spidey. I want to play Spider-Man. I'll get the money.
When I get it actually, Thunder goes on my account right now, so shit. No, I gave it to him because he wanted to play the Sky at 5.
The Clip Queen returns.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, isn't this?
Hey guys, I just posted something in the Discord. Check it out.
Fucking
Anyone
no.
agree?
Also, wait, isn't this when he needs?
No.
Oh no! Wait!
If you need help, DK, you know how to call me.
I remember this
Cool.
part.
The Clip Queen has returned.
Thank you.
I just want that Marvel Spider-Man game, man. That game looks so good.
It actually is pretty good. I won't talk about it much here, but it is good.
Oh, I want to play it so badly.
And luckily, I don't have to. Meaning, you need 4 Spider-Man 2 synchronization. What? Oh my God! A new one. No.
Okay, what's going on with Remy? She seems to be sick or some. She's coming out with some kind of illness. Probably. I'm going to assume that when she was held hostage in that last place, they did something to her. That's making
Well, I know
her,
she was naked.
That's making her sick like this. No, she's like wobbling and stuff like that.
Wobbledy wop.
Don't worry, game will tell you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find soon. And I can buy shit. Thank you. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm not leaving until we are freshly stocked, cause Jesus Christ, man, I was getting my ass kicked out there. All right. Bye. You said I'm under geared, Fabian? Oh shit.
Sizing.
There we go. Sorry, I had my my headset unplugged. I didn't hear a word you said a minute ago.
The shop that you're in now is for synthesizing.
For making weapons and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I buy these materials and I use them to make other weapons, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. I'll look at that I'll make sure I look at that later before I leave. Right now, I want the story and stuff. I will look at that. It's in here.
You can check on the map and they'll give you a picture for where everything is.
Yeah, I see it now.
DK can finally buy it.
This is another tent stores.
God damn this stupid internet.
Why does this shit cost 4,000 yen?
Oh,
Just drive
tents.
you crazy.
I mean, they're pretty good, so
Yeah, they're good. I'm gonna get 2 right now.
don't worry. That's cheap.
Okay, so you said that this game doesn't have anything that's like specifically designed just to be sold.
No, not really.
So I just gotta sell things that I'm not using anymore, huh?
Yeah. But honestly, the game gives you enough gold, so for story, it gives you enough gold. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, that's pretty much my only concern right now is the main plot. Once I learn all the important stuff of the game, then I'll start doing all side quests and fighting any optional bosses that might come my way or whatever.
Oh, don't worry. I'll let you know for those.
I wish all games were like that.
Yeah.
Well, there are some
It's
games that have
reasonable.
exceptions to this type of like.
Some games just stingy with their money, like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, that's the only thing that Kingdom Hearts sucks about is their money system. That's it.
Not really, considering you can grind for them pretty freaking quickly. It's not
Yeah.
like how in some games, like Persona, for example, where grinding is a bitch when it comes to money because,
Because it just takes so much time.
that and also it's one of those games where you have to waste a day just to grind for money. Unlike in most RPGs where you can just go into a dungeon, come back, and be up to snuff.
Is this an end?
You want to talk about a game that's really stingy with their money? Try the newer Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, they're stingy.
I mean, they're going more for RPG aspects, so of course they're going to be doing that. Since I think, go ahead.
That hack is pretty stingy with its.
Yes!
Oh my
Oh,
god! Don't remind
crazy.
me. Not remind me. Oh
But
god.
honestly, the only gripe that I really had with
Why? I'm sorry. Why?
the only gripe that I had with Final Fantasy 13 was the fact that you had to sell loot just to get money. That was a real pain in the butt, and I'm glad they got rid of it.
This is what he really looks like.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah,
I mean,
I'm really
sorry. The fact that you had to sell loot in 13 was not the main problem. It's the fact that the loot they give you doesn't sell for much. That's the problem. See, you don't start getting the really really good loot until you get the Grand Post. I mean,
Yeah,
once
that's
you
true.
get the Grand Post, you can get money up the ass. But until then, the game is really really stingy, and I think that's a major flaw. You open the chest and it's got like 10 gil in it. I can't even buy a potion with 10 gil.
yeah, that's true.
Am I the only one that actually didn't have too much of a problem with 13?
Bonnie,
Bonnie, don't you start.
I
Wait, so I don't
mean,
know.
he's talking about the money system, not bosses.
Either
Yeah.
or. Either or.
I mean, for the money system, if you're looking to get the last weapons, everyone's going to run into money problems.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah,
not, then yeah,
exactly.
you have
So
no problem.
not
You have
for
no
a-
problem with money at all.
No.
I didn't have too much money problem because I quickly saw how troublesome it was. So once I got to the point where you fight those soldiers who drop credit chips, I think I fought them for like 3 hours. Just so I
Yeah,
can.
but
Easy
you're
way to get money.
You're the grind happy emperor, so.
Yeah, but in regards to that, you don't have to worry so much about. You don't really have to worry so much about grinding for money if you're just doing a casual. If you're just playing through the story. But when you're getting to the post game, that's when it becomes a problem. That's just anybody who's completed the game can say that. I'm pretty sure DK can understand that very much so, more so than anyone here. But yeah.
Anyhow,
Wait, that voice.
no!
Oh no! No, not this voice.
Quit sounding like Cartman, please.
Although I like hers more than Limmel's, I'll say that.
Side note, that wasn't Cartman. That was literally the weird guy from Family Guy. That.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, right, him.
Oh no, not this character.
And Exilius is very. Oh no! Okay, a new one. No, Exilius money system can eat a dick. Oh, you got all that money to buy that new weapon? Nope, you gotta pay off your debt.
Okay, who do we have here?
Oh god. Yeah, meet the character who has the second worst VA in this game.
God. She's an angel. It's totally not because of her wings. Bear in mind, I've never played this game, so anything I say, just take a grain of salt.
I've never really played Star Ocean either, but honestly, it's flown under the radar.
Actually, no. Now that I think about it, yeah. Now that I think about it, I still hate Limmel's VA more than I hate hers.
Okay, I already see what's going on here. He's got that vibe. He's got that "I'll never fail another person again" vibe. That's exactly what's going on here. He still feels guilty about what happened to the last place. So now he's gonna go out his way to make sure he never fails another person. So cliche.
DJ, let's not mention that. Star Ocean.
Yeah, I saw Renium played that one. It was a
let's not
train wreck.
Let's
I might
not.
actually stream that tomorrow.
Oh god.
No.
Nothing wrong with it. You like what you like.
Beat your head bloody against the wall.
No, if we want to talk about a game I don't like, we can just go right back to the whole Persona thing. No, Fierce is okay. I can deal with Fierce, even if the main character makes me want to jump out of a window and go out and just literally just end up in a Holy Grail war instead. I'll take that over Fierce. But, just no.
I still question myself to this day why I had Star
What the
Yeah, Star Ocean 5 on cheap.
Uh-oh.
I never really played any of the other Star Ocean games.
DK?
But
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. What?
I'm guessing you don't like her voice?
I knew it! I freaking knew he wouldn't like it!
Can I guess? Am I guessing correct, DK?
I was right. I called it right here. I knew he would not like his VA. I fucking knew it.
What the hell, man?
Yes, make the second worst VA in this game.
I mean, she's really gorgeous, yeah, and she's got those angel wings, but her voice acting is just fucking horrendous.
That was pretty much the main flaw for this game.
Oh my god, this is hurting my sides right now. Oh, it hurts to laugh.
Oh, please shut up. Shut your mouth and just look pretty, please.
I don't even think she looks.
The quick clean is back.
She just looks like a cosplayer.
pretty much everyone here looks like a cosplayer in this game, I think.
She reminds me of somebody, but I just don't know who it is. She reminds me of somebody. Who does she remind me of?
Her voice actor reminds me of Star Ocean 6. Not Star Ocean 6.
What the hell?
No. Summer Night 6.
Oh god.
The whole redhead with glasses reminds me a lot of Christmas.
She was a blonde, dude. Seriously.
What?
That lady reminds me of Jackie Chan's niece. Jake?
It's just a feature.
Okay.
Oh, that's Omega Evolution's emote. I remember that because that's when they fought against that pickle.
Double Joe.
Yeah.
Just end up in a holy.
Oh
grail
wow, a
instead.
pickle.
I'll take that over Fierce.
Shit, pick up.
Just no.
I still question myself to this day why I had to.
Wait, Jade, yeah, the picture for 4 pins in bank. Wait, what? Wait. Yeah, from Fire Emblem 10. Oh, we don't talk about that. Isn't it weird that the character? Now I'm actually looking at the character models. They kind of look a little weird.
Although I say Maria is Star Ocean 3.
I actually like that character designs.
I mean the models themselves, not necessarily the designs. Like I'm looking at the chick with wings' face.
Oh god, yeah.
It's a little
It's a little
weird.
bizarre.
The models, face models in this are just bland.
I'm assuming she's some kind of healing goddess.
Hmm.
She probably excels in healing abilities and stuff like that. Support.
Look, we got.
I'll let you figure that out.
I
I'll let you figure that out.
was about to say the same thing.
I do like the girl who's armor, who's the brunette.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
See,
And
game
kid with
reminds me
green
of-
hair. He is cool looking ass.
Actually,
reminds me of
Xenosaga 2 type of models are actually kind of like this. Kinda.
Yeah, honestly, when I looked at the brunette, she kind of reminded me of Diva, honestly, from
Their
Overwatch.
face models do look like that.
What were you gonna say, Ramen?
Sorry.
No, I was just mumbling to myself. Really, I was just reading the chat.
Sorry if I interrupted.
No, you're fine. I'm literally just sitting here reading the chat a bit. Although it's weird that like I get the models are gonna look weird when they're upscaled like this for PS4. Maybe it's because I'm slightly graphics for that might be another thing. Because I've dealt with making 3D models in the past, so when I see models that are that feel like they're off model from their concept sheets, it's a little off-putting.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call her a chicken?
Because of the wings.
Oh.
Remember, she's a cat, and when she sees those wings, she thinks of dinner.
Oh.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Well, even with Rogue Galaxy, the models don't look the best.
True,
Some
and
of the
even
voice acting is terrible.
yeah, and even in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, some models look a little bit weird. I mean, it's not like the main characters' models look weird, but it's mostly like because some developers keep forgetting that they should probably just stick to in-game cutscenes if they're gonna do cutscenes, because a lot of the hair and stuff like that clips a lot.
Tim with that hair.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
A specialist syllabus.
Yeah.
I noticed that the other day.
God damn it, Twitch! Ah!
No. That's another emote I need to make. I need to make a dot hack emote.
Black Rose mine.
Freaking Haseo.
I think that was like one of my favorite characters from the game, just because of the fact that I'm right here.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see Yada's avatar.
Oh, go! I think you'll enjoy that. That's another thing. If they do make another dot hack game, please make the avatar battles a bit more interesting to do.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, the only reason why I even got into Dot Hack was primarily Dot Hack Sign and the fact
Get
that
used to it, FF10 Yuna. There are long cutscenes in this game. Very long cutscenes.
This one has cutscenes comparable to
10.
the unskippables in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Final Fantasy 10.
He didn't even get to the worst part yet.
Yeah,
no.
Question.
no, he didn't.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
What the
Wait till you
fuck
get to the
is
Persona.
wrong with Edge? Just 2 minutes ago, he completely went out of his way to save her, not knowing the facts, and now he's saying that we don't want to help you. What the fuck, man? What?
I told you, DJ.
Skeptic.
He is
Skeptic.
emo Edge now.
Yeah, man. I hate characters who do this. Make
Cloud
up your
the
mind,
second.
dude. Huh?
Wait, what happened? Hold on, I'm lost. What happened?
So ever since Edge came back from an alternate timeline where basically the Earth was destroyed, he feels responsible about it, and so now he's carry on that guilt the entire time.
Why does this remind?
Again?
Yeah. Reminds me of a kind of a bit of Tales of Exilia too, just a bit, but not the entire game, but it's just fearing. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Wonka, yep. No, that is not accurate. No.
But don't worry, DK. You still have to get to the part where you get the scene that's like the Persona 3 opening, 1 hour long. Have fun with that.
What?
An hour-long cutscene,
yes.
and I
you
can't
didn't know
skip it?
there's a cutscene in this game that is 1 hour long.
And
have fun with that.
Oh, hell.
You might as well start the stream off of that instead of just.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that shit off screen or something.
At that point, go make something to eat.
I'll probably do that off screen.
Seriously.
Or something. I don't know.
Order some
Make
pizza
a call
or
for your
something.
pizza.
Exactly, Paige.
Am I getting close to it?
You're nowhere near it. Don't worry.
No, you're not close.
I suppose in this regard. Sorry.
By the way, Ramen, thank you for the heads up for Alcade.
Oh, yeah. Side note, wait, Mr. Yeah,
no,
just gonna...
we didn't talk about that. Sorry.
No, he didn't bring up Heaven's Field, but at the same time, like, just in case, because a lot of what Shiro is already explained, although it's not explained too well in Dean's version, but, does you already know pretty much Shiro's problems?
Mm-hmm. From top to bottom, I know every single one of those problems, and he needs to fix it.
And there's another thing I'll probably explain later, because the anime doesn't explain it, but there's another reason why Shiro's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about the whole being a hero thing.
Exactly. And the thing is, the manga explains it better, though.
You said,
you
said there's no way to compare my weapons before I buy it.
Excuse me.
Can't you use toggle display? Or maybe something else like more or something like that? Oh no, wait, more is actually how many you want to buy. Sorry, my bad. Furion, isn't there a way to display about what weapons are actually good and what aren't?
Huh?
Like, DK wants to know if the weapons that he's gonna buy are good, that are better than the weapons he has right now.
It should,
the only thing it tells me is that it gives me high attack power, but how much more attack power does it give me?
So it is toggle.
For that, it won't be able to tell you that.
Wait, it's not toggle display?
Oh. Okay, yeah. Toggle display is the only thing it shows me.
Then what use is it?
Wait, yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay.
It just shows up in the character's portrait, and that's
I'm gonna say it shows you how much it shows you that it's going up, but if you want to do to know exactly how much is going up, you're gonna have to do math.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't actually show you exactly how much, because I'm pretty sure you can't do a preview.
I think when I start playing this game, I'm gonna have to start getting more fall and more XP. That's basically what I'm looking for. Like half bonus board's gonna be full of just XP, and the rest of the half is probably gonna. Actually, no. The hardest would actually be the fall for me, so I would actually have to get fall bonus board, and then from the bottom half, and then the rest of it would just be EXP.
I agree, Yuna.
Yeah, math. Okay, I'll say this. I'll say this. Math is okay as long as you don't go past Algebra 2. If you go past Algebra 2, I'm sorry. You're too far away for me to save you.
Okay, wait. What is this right here? It says
accept orders. That is another way for you to get SP and EXP. You're basically, they're asking for these items. You give them that item, and then you're getting that EXP and SP for it. But there is a catch. For the things they want, they are pretty good. So you have to do that with a grain. You have to take this with a grain of salt. Like the Venom Sword, if you had that now, that's probably going to be about a good 200 something attack. But they want you to give it up.
Yeah, I would not do that.
They want me to give them a Venom Sword, and all I get is 1,000 yen for it. 1,000.
You get that. You get EXP and you get SP.
You have to give it up, or give it up and cash out all of that, all the rewards, or just keep it, not do it at all.
But if you have the Blessed Sword, then it's not too much of a problem since it's not that much weaker than the Venom Sword. Most of the things that they ask for, you can actually get on that planet, so it just takes a bit of grinding.
I mean, I don't mind grinding at all. I love grinding because fighting is fun, but at the same time, I expect to be able to restore my fucking magic points.
Well, sometimes it's not fighting. Sometimes it's actually farming the mine points or harvest points. So, which means if you want those to come back, you got to go all the way back to the ship, enter the ship, then go back out the ship to make them reappear.
That's fine. No problem. I don't mind doing stuff like that, but when I'm having fun playing the game, but
On the PS4 version, it's not a problem. If you had the Xbox version, it was a problem because your ship was because then you had to go from disc 3 to disc 2 in order to do that.
Hell no.
Yeah, you had 3 discs. You had to load that shit.
That doesn't sound very fun.
That was actually very annoying.
Yes, it is. Especially since the fact is that you can only go to specific planets if you have that disc in. It's so fucking annoying.
So again, grain of salt with all of this.
Okay, what's all this junk right here? Fresh cream? What's all this?
That's stuff you can use to cook food for you.
And
so it's another way you can restore your HP, hit points, things like that.
No, a new one.
Where and how do I cook
not
food?
multi-disc on 360.
Say again?
So where and how do I cook food on a ship?
Yep, synthesize.
Oh, damn.
Everything revolves around synthesizing this game. You have to. Not synthesizing is going to make the game 10 times harder.
Kind of like Kingdom Hearts. You don't synthesize, you ain't getting nowhere.
It's just going to take you It's going to take you a lot longer.
Fucking Muggles.
So, like, let's say you went to the extra dungeon, but you didn't synthesize the thing. I don't think you'd make it past the first floor.
That bad, huh?
It's that bad.
And on top of that, your synthesis is Welch.
I ain't got a problem with that.
Even if you did get past the first floor, I definitely don't think you're making it past to getting to the end.
I actually like Welch. Welch is kind of cool. I like her.
Welch was fun.
I currently don't have a problem with Welch. She's good comic relief. I like her. Okay,
The only Tales game that was multi-disc was Symphonia.
Right.
That's actually kind of. This picture is actually kind of sweet.
It
It actually shows.
version, just one disc. Of Symphonia.
GameCube.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Well, the remaster of Symphonia is on PS3 and it's all on one disc too, but it's upscaled, so it's much bigger than the GameCube version.
Question: why does this thing have 3 different hit plus 2s? I mean, how come it doesn't just say hit plus 6?
Well, I'm thinking that's more so you can't really reforge and get more lines on it, since the Bandit Gloves is what allows you to steal from people.
I guess I'll get one. Might be later. Who knows?
You actually don't need to get it.
Too late.
Rip.
I'm gonna get a free one later on, I assume.
Yep.
Aww.
You actually get it on this planet. That's why I said you don't need to get one.
It's too late now. It's all good though. Just simple first time mistake.
Right.
Oh, the fucking shop is right here. Okay. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. Yes. Give me these damn things. This is what I want.
He found his backup tools for MP.
Yes. This is what I want. Yes.
Okay,
Healing items, poggers.
Oh no!
What? You have no money?
No, not that.
Oh, new status effects?
This fucking fat frog. Wait.
Oh, fog?
Oh, it says fog. Oh, I was thinking of frog. Okay, it says fog.
Oh,
but they do have something. They do have something like frog in this game, though.
Okay, so grant symbolic weapon status. Okay, what's symbolic weapon status?
It allows you to drain MP when you just do regular hits.
Oh, kind of like the light bringing 6. Okay.
Yeah.
stars. Boom.
But don't worry, there's a status effect like Frog in this game.
What do you mean? Don't worry. It makes me worry more.
It's more annoying. It's more annoying than Frog, personally.
Oh really?
Yeah. At least with Frog, you could do 1 damage.
So I take it in this game it's no damage.
This game, you can't even attack.
Really?
What are you talking about, Chrono Trigger?
No.
Alright, let me actually do this. Alright, so...
I can't believe how long it took me to get to Chrono Trigger. I mean, I enjoyed that game a lot. That game is awesome.
I might play it one of these days, but I might just stream it, because I'm not putting that...
I need to get the DS version.
Yeah, get that one. It's the best one.
I need
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do an LP on that game on the channel just because I'm not... I already got enough of my plate as it is, and I really don't need the headache.
That reminds me. Hey, Ramen, how are you doing on Shining Resonance?
Decent. Not gonna really go into details here, but decent.
Girls gift box.
Wait a minute.
You haven't had too
Drops
many
like
problems with it, have you? Because a lot of people are starting to complain about that game.
What game?
Shining Resonance Refrain. I'm fully aware of the complaints. I'm trying to enjoy the game because the more I hear complaints, the more aggravated I get.
Oh, then don't watch Max stream because
Oh,
he's
no.
playing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he hates that game.
Yeah, no, I've gotten into a conversation with him about it. I know he hates the game. Personally, I enjoy the game for what it is. I know it's a old game, so I'm kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt. Although I wish you could actually fast travel to dungeons and not have to run from town all the way back to that dungeon. So if you were halfway across the map, you get to eat a dick.
Yeah.
Like, personally, a lot of the problems that are in this game, I feel like they can be ironed out because apparently the creators of the game want to reboot the Shining series to bring it back into the current JRPG light, which I feel like they could do as long as, well, 3 things. 1, let us fast travel at free will. Don't make us buy items for it. 2, actually have a bestiary set up when you're in the main menu so you can actually see what items monsters drop instead of having to basically either guess or go back to town to do that. The last thing for me is please let us have combos. I'm really tired of just pressing circle and triangle to win. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really have much of a problem with Refrain as a whole.
Love the
What
game.
got Max was how with Sonya's armor, especially the chest plate, how it looks.
Honestly,
God
that's a minor complaint from me, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel like it was that bad or that much of a real complaint. I mean, practically, yeah, it is a bad idea, but well, the thing is, I'm a pervert, so anything that's perverted, I can usually give a free pass once your name is Dead or Alive 6. But I don't know. I don't have that much of a problem when it comes to character designs, unless it's really stupid.
That's a 6 now.
Yes, there's a 6, and all of the fan service is gone. They took it away.
Actually, not completely. They're trying to tone it down so it can be quote unquote seen well in Evos, kind of like competitively, because their games are kind of bare bones unless you're just looking for fan service. I'm not a big fan of it, but I can understand why they want to do it because they don't want their game to die like Dead or Alive 5 did with $1,000 worth of DLC.
Seriously, it was that much?
Yeah, $1,526.82 on
not,
Steam.
I mean, it's not a hard decision. All they gotta do is say, fuck what the American artists think. We're gonna make this game the way we want to make it. If you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. It's that fucking simple. If it bothers you, don't fucking buy the shit.
Exactly. This is why I like Saber and Conqueror, because they usually don't bow down to people, except only this one time because Sony got involved. And it's only one mode, and like the rest of the game's still going to be the same anyways, and I didn't really mess around with dressing room mode to begin with. Let's see. If you're planning on playing Phantasy Star 4, I highly recommend Dragon Quest. I need to get the other Dragon Quest games, because I'm already playing through 11, and I'm enjoying it.
I want to play 11.
Hey, Ramen, how did you handle that huge difficulty spike at one point?
And which game?
In Resonance Reframe.
Oh no, Dustin, Matt can tell you right now, I was pissed when I got to I don't know how far you've been watching Max, but I got
He's almost to the end.
Really? He's almost done with the game?
Yeah.
I already beat it.
I haven't. I'm on like chapter 5 or something like that. When I got to Yohim, and it was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna beat him down, and the game's like, no, don't hit Marion, and it's like also, hey, you want to boss with status effects? Well, let's throw status effects everywhere. And I'm like, I hate you and everything you stand for, Yohim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all he's about.
And it doesn't help he has freaking creepy faces during his chapter, because it was like, oh, you want some backstory? Here's an uncomfortable camera angle of the creeper of the game. No.
Yeah. But I doubt I've ever heard Max swear that much.
And Max is one of those guys, and I'm not trying to talk trash about him, because I'm really not. I think he's one of those people where he prefers his RPGs to be kind of more, I don't want to say, like, current gen. Any games that are like remastered from back then, I'm pretty sure he would not enjoy them as much because they got lots of issues. Plus, this game was just upscaled and gave you all the DLC for free, which wasn't much.
Plus, the DLC costumes are kind of lame.
Yeah.
Max is more of an old gen kind of RPG player than a new gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know he doesn't like the latest Atelier games because Fierce is not Fierce, but Iris, I think you called it. That trilogy. No, Iris, the Iris trilogy.
Oh.
DK, get a carbon fiber. That'll actually help you out.
Hey,
I saw the 1,000 yen. I said, fuck that. I only need one. You think?
Yeah, you only need one.
Yeah, I want to get like some of everything. So but of course I don't know how this stuff works. But
right, but yeah. I can understand why Max doesn't like a lot of the current gen games, but I think how old is Max anyways?
I have no idea.
Actually, a little bit older than I am.
'Cause I'm 20 years old, so
I'm 26. There's a few years on me.
Yeah, that kind of explains it. 'Cause a lot of my friends are older than me now.
Old right now. I feel so old hanging around you guys. I really do.
No, you're fine, dude.
I'm 36.
It doesn't matter. We're united in our love for RPGs.
Well, that notes I kind of grew up on a lot of people, especially your videos when I was a kid. So,
Yeah, and honestly, this was a dream come true for me when I found out that I could possibly even have a conversation with you. So, like.
Oh, god damn it!
Yeah, that's one thing that some LPs don't do that I'm trying to work on. Yeah, I'm trying to work on actually communicating with people who watch my stuff. I figured it'd be fun to
right.
do that. I'm not doing as much as I can, but I'm trying to work on that. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of a good thing.
Sure, and it's one of those things because like I realized through doing LPs, you get quite a bit. Well, a lot of people tend to get stigmas against them because people think that all Let's Players don't talk to people that actually follow them. Also, I never understood why there's a stigma towards a lot of Let's Players. I can understand people like DSP in them, but it's just like we're all not the same, my dude. A lot of us actually try to do something different with our stuff.
And also
seriously,
some of them have like too large of a fan base. Take someone like Angry Joe for example.
Oh,
if he does a live stream and talk to people, he's gonna have like 1,000 people at once trying to talk to him and stuff like that, So.
Oh, and don't get me started on like the fact that he's already got enough problems of his own right now because he pissed off the Kingdom Hearts community.
Oh yeah, he did.
What did he do? What did he do?
Stuff lately.
What did he do?
Like,
but
off the community
hold on, but what's up, DK?
What did he do?
Basically, what he's trying to do is he made a tweet talking about he's gonna jump right into KH3, and people try recommending him, play the other games or at least play the remastered version of the game. And he basically told people, no, if KH3 doesn't explain it for newcomers, then the game fails and yada yada yada, back and forth with other Kingdom Hearts YouTubers. And yeah, it didn't end well for him.
the reason why those HD remasters was put in one game is to get you ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. Because
exactly.
The Kingdom Hearts series has plot holes all over the fucking place. If you don't play this game, you aren't gonna know what the fuck's going on. The reason why it was made was to get people ready. It's the same reason why they put all the Metal Gear Solid games on one disc before releasing Metal Gear Solid 4, because same thing, if you don't play Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3, you gonna get Metal Gear Solid 4, you're gonna be like, okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Same thing with Kingdom Hearts. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I love me some Metal Gear.
Right, and the funny thing is, I got nothing really against Joe, even though he tends to piss off the JRPG fan base quite often.
I mean, I love Angel Joe now. I love him, so I'm just telling like it is. I love Angel Joe now.
Right, but yeah, long story short, he's pissed off JRPG fan bases on repeated cases. I think the biggest ones was the Persona SMT community and the Kingdom Hearts community, because I think he was trash talking Persona 5 hard and said that the music was essentially trash until you got to the battle music.
Well, don't forget, he also pissed off the Devil May Cry series as well.
No, he even then, he only got mad because blah, 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 microtransaction, blah, blah, like that usual crap. And then, I don't know, like, he tends to say a lot of stuff that gets himself under fire quite often.
Look at this.
Where it's like popcorn fodder.
Look at this.
Look
at this.
Don't overdo it.
Don't overdo
First
it.
aid.
First aid.
Yeah.
I hope you heard that, Josh.
I think Josh's going. He said he had to go back to work. Am I still angry about what happened to Aqua? Yes.
I mean, we weren't too late, right?
Aqua's still
Oh man, not freaking Tales of Symphonia all over again.
Although I will say one thing real quick, though. I've been kind of avoiding a lot of the new KH trailers because Square has this weird thing about showing too much before the game releases, and it's been starting to piss me off.
Yeah. By the way, Jack just popped up in chat.
Sorry, I truly think that the part where Aqua's got kind of zero-ordered, I think that they should have left that out of the trailer, because that would have been a big surprise to everybody. That they should have. They should not have showed us that.
But honestly, there are some rumors going around the community that it isn't the fact that she's Norded, it's the fact that she was corrupted by the Dark Realm itself because she didn't have her armor.
True. We're just saying that. I mean, it's just a running gag. We're saying that.
Yeah, I know it's a running gag, and it could be true, but I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that don't rule out every possibility.
So see, the thing is, Xehanort is kind of like Brainiac. He's always got some kind of backup plan.
Oh, no.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she is Xehanort, because Xehanort's always got a backup plan.
So does Sigma in the Mega Man series.
I mean,
Exactly.
he just don't fucking die, man.
Right.
More like Lex Luthor,
At least
actually.
until the end of 3 anyway, because this is the end of the Xehanort saga.
I really doubt it, considering Square's MO. They'll say it's the end of something, but yeah, we're gonna get the Naruto effect where it's like, oh my gosh, it's Sora's children, and they gotta fight darkness.
No, after page 3, I'm done.
No, Nomura specifically stated that Kingdom Hearts is gonna go on past Kingdom Hearts 3, and the fact that it's Sora's story anyway, so it's just gonna be him.
Yeah, but they're going to have to synthesize Learn Nimoy's voice because he passed away in 2016.
Yikes.
That's true. That's true. I'm just saying that. Because it's gonna be Sora's story anyway.
Okay, I think I'm ready to.
So they're not gonna try to bring in. They're not gonna try to drastically change the story too much. Although there are some things that I would like to see for 3, but it's always gonna be Sora's story, and that's how it's gonna be.
Jock, no.
Say again, DK.
Right, go ahead, DK.
So what I go to advanced store, I think I'm done shopping. Now I want to spend all my money.
Alright, leave the town, go to the shack that was outside.
Okay. Sorry guys, go ahead.
No, I was just reading Jock saying Aqua succumbed to darkness because she tried the platinum dream drop distance.
Oh God, no!
I can agree. I can agree that. I can agree there. I can agree
Screw
there.
that game.
Still, freaking yeah. I
Screw that
like.
game.
Everybody knows that freaking Dream. I would say that Dream Drop Distance is basically Dream Dark Souls for Kingdom Hearts, basically, because it's so.
Really.
Well, come on, it's more bullshit than anything, but it's still pretty goddamn difficult anyway.
Yeah, but the reason I'm saying that is because Dark Souls isn't hard. It just doesn't hold your hand like a lot of
It's
other
just
games.
tedious. I know.
Yeah, well,
But I'm
let's not
saying
talk
is,
about
it's more about the surprise factor of something blindsiding you anyway, and Triple D and Dream Drop Distance does have that effect on especially compared to other games. Like heck, even Chain of Memories doesn't get this that much flack.
Thanks for saying that again.
Oh yeah, I forgot Funimation's leaving Crunchyroll.
Yeah. But yeah, me, Jock, and Triple were actually talking about the possibility of them porting.
Talk to the man in front of the shack.
But
Which one? Let me get that.
The one.
Let me get this item first. Go ahead.
Yeah, just talk to the old man who's just sitting in front.
Let me get this first.
There's nothing matter to do anyways.
The one that's closer to the town.
Danger! Do not drink.
Oh.
Yeah, don't touch this moonshine.
He's on the country road.
Anywho, guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night, so I'll catch you guys later. See ya.
Peace.
Later, Bonnie.
Alright, thanks for stopping by, Bunny. See you later. Take care.
Bye, DK. See you in the next Life is Strange stream.
Oh, I can't wait. Looking forward to it. See you later.
Get better, Bonnie.
See you guys.
Are you still sick?
Yeah, well, she actually isn't feeling well.
Oh.
I got word from her saying that she's not feeling well, so she's gonna be
but me, Jock, and Triple were actually.
Oh my freaking god.
Let's see, this passport.
Okay, it sets the drinker's HP to 1, so either you can throw this at an enemy or you can get.
No, you cannot throw that at an enemy.
Well, that means there must be some kind of ability that like triples your strength if you got 1 hit point left or something.
Nah.
So why the fuck would you drink this?
Fury boost, maybe things like that.
That's what I'm talking about. There's gotta be some kind of ability that increases your strength when you got low hit points, something like that. That's what I'm talking
Well, it
about.
doesn't increase your strength, but there's a lot of things that go into it for Fury.
DJ, don't you dare bring up a run like that. That's,
I mean,
that's hell.
I mean, it's really not that hard to spam balloon.
No dreaming. Speed run.
Balloon. That's all you need.
Balloon.
Let's see. Yeah, DK in my series, you get glorious made based off of Sarah. And why would you put Aqua with somebody who shouldn't exist? Fucking
Oh
Sarah.
my god.
You really don't like Sarah.
Ugh.
I'm half and half on Sarah. Really,
I
like
love Sarah.
I can do like when it came to 13-2, it's just no. I'm like no.
I love Sarah.
I will agree I like Vanille, but Sarah I'm half and half on.
You don't love this, Sarah.
No, not this one.
That's Sarah in this game?
Sarah in this game.
Yeah, the Sarah in this
we just
game.
Met.
Oh, that's
Wait,
her name, Sarah?
Yeah, the one who had the shitty VA.
Oh, you mean KFC on wheels?
Okay, I just
See on heels.
Walking feather duster.
Hey!
there's a
Yeah.
nice city right
I would say that. But
That's not
what
quite
would you?
who do I talk to now, Fionn? Or I just gotta go somewhere?
I believe. I'm not. Do you talk to the people behind there, or was it that you go back to town? I think it's that you go back to town.
Hey, you guys. I was wondering, what would your thoughts be if they decided to port/remaster the City of Duodecim for PS4 in the Dissidia NT graphic engine, but have the same combat engine as the original Duodecim?
I would actually give a shit about the Cydia.
Yeah. Do it.
I
Can't
wouldn't.
play at PSP.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
I'm not a-
honestly, we could have the decent online of NT with the combat aspect of. But I would believe that because of how one-sided the gameplay is in Duodecim, you would actually be focusing way too. There would be three characters I would say that would be top tier. Those would be Cloud, Feral Chaos, most likely banned anyway because it's the end game boss, and the fact that it crushes all defenses no matter how much you try, and probably X Death because he was basically top tier anyway in the original.
They would probably also have to ban the Lear Strike build.
Oh wait, DK,
Yeah.
he gave you the bunny reins, right?
I don't remember this. What the fuck did you just do? Sorry.
Go across the bridge.
But yeah, I would say Cloud would be top tier because once he goes into EX mode, he gets a defense crush on all of his attacks anyway. But at least it had something behind it, block to actually get into it. But then I would think it would make a great 1v1 Dissidia as well because it would bring back all the guys that were driven away from NT because of the whole 3v3 combat, because there's no proper 1v1 mode in NT.
I just don't know where to fucking go.
Is this regular Dissidia or Dissidia 012?
Dissidia 012.
Keep going, DK.
Do I go north or south, east, west?
North.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
No, you're fine, my dude.
Sorry, I'm a Kane fangirl.
You don't think?
If no cutscene happens, then go
Yeah,
back to
I would
the
say
chat.
that Kane. I would say that Kane, because of the concept of Duodecim. I would say that Kane would probably be one of the best because he hands down has some of the best assists in the game.
Yeah, no cutscene happens, so you gotta go. So gotta go back.
But Furion to counter that, because the most popular strategy in Dissidia and Duodecim is the fact that you could pretty much stagger anything with a block, and because of the whole defense crush because of the whole defense.
I have to say,
crush
DK, you
under,
actually seem to get the combat down pretty good.
Yeah, I do, but I still need magic points to use it. that's why I wasn't fighting earlier, because I had no fucking magic points. I don't like fighting without magic points.
Holy crap! This.
You'll get the hang of learning how to conserve it, so that way you can actually stay with magic.
Although
you can get a tile on your bonus book that actually replenishes your HP and MP.
That's by using all skills to kill. That means you can't attack.
Right.
Just gonna send this to Dust and send this.
You can only use your skills. You can't use your actual attack.
No scene happens, so you gotta go back. Alright.
Gotta go back to the tent?
Yep. He was supposed
Now
to give
that
you the bunny reins.
But now that I think about it, she this brunette right here kind of reminds me a lot. Basically looks like Diva from Overwatch, and the fact that she basically uses a laser bow, kind of similar to Yukari from Ultimax. And yes, I'm talking about Yukari Takaba.
That's the only Yukari in the Persona fighting game, but alright.
Yeah, I know.
AKA.
But I wasn't sure if he would remember. I wasn't sure if he actually played Ultimax and that Yukari was actually in the game.
Oh, yeah,
He
really don't
didn't
like
touch
him.
any of the fighting games, so yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I haven't played the Persona fighting games yet, but since they're canon to Persona 3 and Persona 4, I might get into them eventually.
They're not really canon. They're kind of spin-off. The only thing I get really say is canon.
Technically, they are canon to an extent because they take place in between the ending, the secret ending of Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, and the ending of Persona 4.
No,
that's technically not canon.
That is considered canon because they actually mentioned the events in
I really don't like in Persona.
the Persona
They
4
mentioned
Golden
it, but it's not
cutscene.
canon.
Well, then how come it's not considered canon anyway? Because they actually mentioned it in
It's a fighting game story mode. You take everything with a grain of salt. It's not canon. End of the conversation because we're not going to go anywhere with this.
Jesus Christ. Why would they mention it then if it's not canon?
Because
mentioned it.
They mentioned it in the secret ending of Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, it does not really mean that's anything significant. It's just mentioning that something happened, aka tying into the fighting game, not really something that moves the plot along. And it was an add-on, not really anything significant.
Yeah, it was an add-on, sure, but it's technically considered canon anyway because they mentioned it in the definitive version of Persona 4. So, just think about that.
Not everyone.
Say you're hunting bunnies.
Yeah, I did. Now I gotta talk to the.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh no.
He's hunting bunnies. It's time for Easter.
Time for Easter, huh?
Why is she yelling? He's right there.
Because she thinks he's deaf.
I was thinking like NPCs like this are like, ah, damn it, I'm in another fucking video game. Alright, time to get into character.
What happened to Angel Wings? Isn't she with us?
No.
I don't know where Drumsticks went.
I have no idea where Sarah went. Or Miss Terrible VA. MVP, worst VA. Actually, no, let's still go to Limo.
No, we're talking about horrible VA, so we need to bring up Arkwright Fantasia again.
No chance, mate.
Or Chaos
No.
Wars.
I just hate Rimmel's voice, I really do. Because all you hear is K, K, K. I get tired of that. Yeah.
But guys, another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about
It's great
is that I hope
that as your party member, but other than that, no.
Oh yeah, but who would here think it would be great if they actually to counter the to try to capitalize on the whole retro game remake and the fact that FF7 remake is on the horizon. Do you think Sony would take the chance to actually remake The Legend of Dragoon?
Nope.
No.
Why not?
Not enough interest.
Bullshit. Because there were actually concepts that Darkkefka from
Okay,
Legend
look,
of
I'm gonna
Dragoon.
stop you right there, Blue Fire, because I'm gonna say this right now. You might want to watch who you're talking to, because the way you made it sound being kind of a dick. So yeah, chill it with that.
Fine, but just hear me out, okay? The fact that Darkkefka was going to be
Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Well, the fact
Like
is,
that-
Darkkefka was going to
Like,
be.
that's serious. Just because of the road.
Still, Darkkefka was going to be a DLC character
Classic.
in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, but
Or
it didn't
casual.
perform as well.
Wait, which one is it when your party member can actually die?
I couldn't tell you.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, Fire Emblem. The ones where they actually can die. Yes. You have to be careful with every unit.
Well, that and Valkyria Chronicles 1. It's just, Fire. There's a big ass rabbit.
She must eat it.
But yeah, but yeah, I think that there is interest for a Legend of Dragoon remake because because now would be the perfect.
Yeah, Fire Emblem has
now would be-
permadeath, but I don't know which mode allows permadeath when you play Awakening. I don't remember which one. Oh man, I think after this.
Levi, what were you saying?
I was saying that there's a good reason why there is actually interest for the Legend of Dragoon to get a remake because in the development they were actually gonna bring Darkkefka into PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale as DLC, but because PlayStation All Stars didn't do that well, they pretty much canned it after they released 4 other DLC characters for it, being Zeus from God of War, Cat from Gravity Rush, the guy from Dead Space, and
Isaac.
I'm trying to Isaac, but I'm trying to remember the last. I'm trying to remember the last one anyway. But the last one. They said that because PlayStation All Stars didn't do all that well, they didn't bring them into the game. So there was evidence that it was going to bring bring more characters if it actually did well. So and the fact that Legend of Dragoon was such a cult classic, considered by RPG fans, it stands on its own, and it would be a perfect capitalization because of the fact that FF7 remake is on the horizon. They got a lot of praise from the fact that Shadow of the Colossus was remade for PS4. Then there's the fact that they remade.
Oh yeah, we heard Resonance of Fate.
Hold on, Dust. Let Blue Fire finish.
But they should. And the fact that and because of the fact that Shadow of the Colossus was also originally solely developed by Sony, not alongside Legend of Dragoon, but was also very good. But it was good in its own right. Like the Sony in-house games have always been cult classics to a degree, and the fact that FF7 is on their horizon, the fact that they remastered both Crash Bandicoot and Spyro's 1, 2, and 3 for PS4 means that people would want retro games from the PlayStation 1 era to come back, and the fact that Shadow of the Colossus was a cult classic from Sony as well, even though it wasn't developed as well. But the thing is, there clearly is interest for the Legend of Dragoon because we've had people have been clamoring for all this kind of stuff anyway, and I would love to see my favorite RPG of all time come back more so than anything because it was one of the first RPGs. Because technically, even before Final Fantasy VIII, it was the first RPG I ever finished the whole way through as a kid prior to Final Fantasy VIII. Even though I got FF8 before, and although I completed FF8 after, but I ultimately ended up finishing The Legend of Dragoon first, and that was the first game, the first RPG that captured me. Although I would go back to Final Fantasy VIII and finish that, and then complete 1 through 7, but so many other. But don't say that there is no interest for it. So it would make such a great game. And honestly, I would say that even though the gameplay is a bit dated, I would say that to complement the difficulty of the combos, I would say that that the thing that set The Legend of Dragoon apart from all other RPGs was that similar to Swallow's Renzo Kukin from Final Fantasy VIII, you had to input button inputs to your combos. But the thing was, I would think that this would translate well into sort of an action RPG similar to the Tales games, or heck, even Tales of Symphonia. But the thing is, you would have to figure out the proper combos of the different inputs of the attack button to figure out how to attack them. And then that would make such a if you screwed up the combos, sometimes you wouldn't get a drawback, but sometimes the enemy would counterattack and make and literally cause a repulse to send everybody back from performing their combos, whereas your other party members would, because you would have the one character that you would control, similar to the Tales games, but you would have every other character performing combos on AI as well. You could do that to build combo experience and make the combo stronger, just like based on the real game. But and that's just my thoughts, and it would just be a dream come true for PlayStation to remake The Legend of Dragoon. Sure, it would be a huge undertaking, but it would make it would just be a homage to RPG fans in general, because Legend of Dragoon stands out most among the golden era of RPGs that came from the Super Nintendo and the PS1. So that's just how I feel, and it makes and it would have been such a dream come true if it came to fruition, because there is clearly still interest for this, because in reawakened by the fact that retro games on PS4 are being remade for PS4. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about that, because it's such a great game. I want to see it more so than anything. I want to see it come back more so than anything. Like, there were rumors of a sequel as well, but the fact that Legend of Dragoon was coming out at the tail end of the lifespan of the PS1, still, it was a great game. I loved it so much,
Okay, so I assume now I gotta do something with these bunnies. I gotta catch a bunny?
Yep, they're not hard to catch.
Is it automatic, or is it gonna be like a Final Fantasy VII Chocobo moment?
Just go up to them, hit A, and then you literally catch them.
Oh, okay.
Gotta catch them all.
I heard that.
No.
I heard that, Vivian.
But remember the quicksands?
Oh, that's where I gotta go?
Yeah, you use the bunnies to cross over that.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I bet we'll find bunny there. You can't eat the bunny berry! These some big ass bunnies.
Oh, she is a cat.
We're gonna catch one, okay?
Remy, what is wrong? What is wrong with Remy?
Oh, wait, you're talking about Remy. I thought you were talking about Miracle.
No, something's wrong. She's sick. What the fuck did they do? What did they do to her on that ship?
This is hilarious.
No worries. You'll figure it out.
What did they do to her? They did something to her on that ship.
All questions you have will be answered later. Trust me, I got burnt by asking too many questions about Refrain.
Ray,
Yeah.
are you okay?
I still feel terrible about that.
And trust me, you're fine. You didn't like straight up spoil the plot for me. It was just slight overbang. And trust, I've had more people. I have people spoil straight up most games for me. Like I got spoiled on Golden Country. Now I don't know.
Oh, Wonka!
We need to get back to Tatroy. There should be a doctor there. Come on!
They look like he ate Chipotle.
Shadow Hearts was fun. I doubt that'll get a remaster.
Enjoy the barbecue!
That was my dad. That was not me.
Hmm.
Hold on. Picked up what you just said.
Oh, she had a dream. Was that a prediction of the future or something?
You said what?
Was that a prediction of the future or something?
It's kinda is, but at the same time, it's not. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Entirely, yes, that is a prediction of the future.
Alright, where is my thumbnail file? Here it is.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, God.
Please, forgive me. It's my fault.
There we go.
I'm
Yeah, there
sorry.
we go. Alright, let me put that on here. So that no, god damn it.
What are you saying? You don't have anything to apologize for.
Please.
What am I fighting for?
She's having a nightmare too.
Funny thing is, I can actually play that game now.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some.
I could play X4, so I could hear that.
He isn't apologizing to us.
Sweet release.
I imagine she's apologizing to something from her dream. Judging by her condition.
No, what am I fighting for? This can't be happening! I'm sorry, that's still one of the funniest things I've seen about Mega Man was that one scene with X's voice acting.
We have no idea yet, Trezra.
Well, the only one who really does know is Fairing.
What?
Oh
What
no!
happened to this game?
Say again?
Oculus?
She's
Say
being
again, 'cause I
turned.
couldn't hear because too many people talked at once.
She's being turned to stone.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
No, this isn't Oculus. This disease is endemic to Rogue.
Endemic to Rogue.
It is called stone sickness, and you can see why. It spreads from
That wait, that can't be what they're actually called. They cannot be actually called feather folk.
They are called the Feather Folk.
That is the
Yes.
laziest fucking.
I went through quite a lot when I was young.
Stone sickness? Really?
But there is
Yep.
no cause for concern. Stone sickness has a
Yes, a remedy.
And apparently what's funny about this, it's kind of,
stone sickness.
Yeah,
this was a
it,
common,
Curable disease,
sorry, go ahead.
but a treatment does exist.
apparently what I've heard from my friend Max, since he used to like the Star Ocean series, this is a link, like this disease that Raimi has caught, it's apparently common in, if I'm not wrong,
Say again? You went in and out.
Yeah.
in the first Star Ocean, this kind of disease with the stone, the stone disease, wasn't that common? And they were trying to cure it.
No, it was still common. They just didn't have cures available like Star Ocean 4 is showing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So
And
there's
the reason why he was getting on that is because Star Ocean 4 comes before Star Ocean 1. So if you had remedies made and you understood how to make it in Star Ocean 4, why do you not know how to make it in Star Ocean 1? That's what he was getting at.
If you have the remedy, she'll get better in no time.
Ooh, get some lotion on that bitch.
She must be exhausted in both mind and body. She's so
it
cute.
looks like a really
She pushes herself too far, doesn't she?
Because he does have a point. After Star Ocean 2, the plot went all haywire.
Now
Yeah,
let me
don't even look at 5
Now-
to make sense.
now let me guess. Edge is gonna blame himself for this too, right? See, it's not your fault. She didn't. This shit is too cliche. He's blaming himself for everything. It's not your fault. She didn't tell you.
This is why you're called Edge, my guy.
I knew that was gonna happen. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just reading what Wonka said. Like those feats that Raimi's got right now, I'll play Star Ocean 5. Oh my god.
Yep. Edge is definitely Cloud, but he looks more like Ramza.
Okay, that's your opinion, man. I ain't gonna say anything about that.
Alright, so long story short, for whatever reason, she's turning into stone, and now we gotta go make a detour because our number one priority is to kill her, which means I won't be using her for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of sucks.
Back to Edge.
That's a...
Alright, so...
Hey, Rose 34, I didn't know you were, one of Max Million dude subscribers.
So what?
I'm just talking to somebody in the chat who has an emote that's the same as what I have.
So that's why they asked me, am I ready to proceed? Because once you trigger that cutscene, Remy comes out. So that's why they asked me if I'm sure I'm ready. But yeah, I knew something was wrong with her.
Now you gotta play as Edge.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I don't assume that I always use only female characters now.
I do.
I use them as much as I possibly can. Yes, but
I mean, isn't that one of your traditions?
Huh?
Isn't that one of your traditions, mainly using female characters?
Well, it wasn't always this way at first. I didn't give a fuck about it, but as I got older, I kind of became pervert, and then I played Resident Evil Code Veronica X, and ever since Resident Evil Code Veronica, that's when I started mainly females.
Correction, you're a gentleman pervert, DK.
Yeah.
As a category there.
But honestly, serious question for everyone here. For those of you who played the Persona series, who would be your Persona and why? And DK, don't say Titania just because.
Really I was about to say you already know who I'm gonna pick. You already know who I'm gonna pick.
Yes, we do. Mara.
Not all of us have played the Persona games.
I knew he was walking into that one.
Yeah, I get you know, but
fucking Mara.
DK, you should know how I roll by now.
Oh my lord. I knew someone was gonna bring that
believe the
up.
chat did that to you.
But honestly, jokes aside, seriously, DK, you first.
Even though I missed out on all your Persona streams, DK, I still can't believe the chat did that to you.
Besides Titania? Since you know it's gonna be her? Shit, I don't know.
Remember, think about who you are Think about who you are as a person, because personas are basically part of who you are.
Part of who you are? I don't know. There's like 1,000 personas. I can't think of anyone right now.
I would probably say yours would probably be Yoshitsune, maybe.
You mean the guy that does
Hasatobi everything?
I was about to say the guy that does Hasatobi?
Yeah.
Incubus.
Okay.
Incubus, hell no.
No, not Incubus.
Mr. Monkey said Incubus.
But yeah. What about you, Dust? Have you thought about that sort of concept yet?
Oh boy. Is Dust still here?
It says he's in the chat, but he's not answering.
He's thinking.
Okay. Oh, Brian. Yeah, that might be true.
I'm still here if you guys are talking.
Jay Barber said O'Brien, obviously because O'Brien is Titania's husband. I don't like O'Brien for that reason.
In response to Chazarok Sindar, I would say that you would probably go with Seiryu, maybe. Basically, considering consider the ultimate Persona 3 FES because it reflects all damage back on the Erebus anyway, and it's a dragon anyway, so. And Jock, Trumpeter, known for debilitate.
Yeah, I think Trumpeter. Yeah, I think Jock's favorite persona is Trumpeter.
Yeah. How about but obviously for me it's currently my honestly I would say mine's a tie between I've actually put a lot of thought into my persona, but I've actually put a lot of thought into mine, but I would say that my first persona would, because as you know, personas evolve over time. After a certain point, and I would say that my first persona would probably be Yatagarasu, the envoy of the sun goddess Amaterasu, which is basically a bird, and which is basically the bird messenger of the sun. And then, but eventually, when you max out my confidant or social link, it would evolve into the phoenix because of my resolve to never give up. Because that's basically what the phoenix is known for, becoming ash and dying, but coming back even strong, but coming back with all your previous experiences only to imbue your judgment, to imbue your better judgment onto your new self. So I would say that Phoenix would probably be my evolved persona, and obviously and the obvious arcana would be the sun, obviously. That and the fact that Yukiko is one of my favorite characters, and her evolved persona is Amaterasu anyway, so.
Well, guys, I'm sorry that I started this stream so late. I told you my original plan was to start the stream at what Cole still goes
5.
Yeah, my original plan was to start this stream at 5 o'clock, but I just finished what's the fucking thing? I just finished this Persona 5 speedrun in 17 hours. Yes, I beat the game in 17 hours and 43 minutes. It was hell. So I just finished that, and I was fucking tired, man. I was tired. So. But I can't tell you that I can't tell you how happy I am that Titania is ironically the best late game Persona for speedruns. That really made me happy right there. I mean, there are other options, but she's the best one. So.
Yeah, I can understand why you love to
defeat.
Like when it came down to
it's like I know what I'm watching before I go, well, trying to go to sleep.
Yeah, but when it comes to female personas, I would say that my favorite is actually Sibylle or Cybele, as I call it. But yeah, that one's my personal favorite. That one's my favorite personal female persona. Technically saying. Have you heard of that one?
Sibylle, yeah. I would actually use Sibylle in the speedrun, except for the fact that I need maximum Makoto, and you aren't gonna get that in the speedrun because you need max charm. So.
Yeah, but you probably get this joke already. But DK, Makoto's persona, it's basically RC from Transformers.
I'm actually not very knowledgeable with Transformers. It's one of those things. It's one of those things I missed out as a child.
Well, basically, Johanna, as Makoto's motorcycle is her first persona, and then Anat is basically a humanoid version of the same parts as Johanna. So basically, you could say that her persona is Makoto's persona when it evolves is basically the same as RC from from Transformers, because it looks a lot because it starts off as a motorcycle just like RC, and because that's RC's vehicle mode, and then it transforms into its robot mode, which basically looks like a knot.
But yeah, guys, sorry for the late stream. I was just too fucking tired because I had to play this game for 17 hours straight without stopping, and that just I had no food, nothing. So I mean, I ate a bag of chips, yeah, but you know. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now because based on that cutscene from Star Ocean, looks like we're about to go through a pretty lengthy ordeal. I probably gotta go to some ancient place to get the cure and fight a bunch of shit. So it sounds like another 1 or 2 hour dungeon coming up. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and call it right here. And I will.
Okay.
Sorry, my next stream will be, unless something comes up, of course. My next stream will be Monday, and then I'll stream again next Friday. Cause tomorrow, well, I might record some night, but I gotta start uploading some more Final Fantasy 13 videos now, cause I'm kind of overdue for that LP. So. Anybody got anything for me before I head out?
Not much. Just good to see you again.
I'm good.
What's that next?
See you, DK.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing my next stream Monday 5 o'clock. That's the plan. I will stream sometime on Monday. I don't know if it's gonna be 5 o'clock or not, but I will stream sometime Monday. So, and I guess we'll continue with Star Ocean until we get Remy better again, at least. Cause I gotta have her back.
Yeah, I would recommend practicing playing for a bit over the weekend if you can. Okay?
Yeah, I'm probably going to. Fabian said that I'm under leveled and I'm on the equip, so I'll probably do some off-screen grinding maybe to get my bonus board back up, so I get like double experience points. Cause those fights in the areas are actually surprised at how I was getting my ass handed. Well, like I said, to be fair, I didn't have any magic points, but still, I still should have been wrecked like that. So maybe I should just fight some more or something. But anyway, sorry, if no one else has any questions, I guess head out. And don't forget, guys, I do have let me see, I don't. Wait a minute, is this shit still?
D&G.
What? Adopt Girl? Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's literally the only reason why I still care for Yu-Gi-Oh. So, by the way, how many seasons does anime have now?
Too many.
What, Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Too many.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
5Ds was dope,
5Ds.
but then
I
RPG
love
and
5Ds.
Brains killed it. Like I stopped.
Do I have
Hey, you
Zexal?
want-
Zexa was fine.
I can't
honestly,
get
in
into the
regards-
new ones. I really can't. I could just only stay with the original GX and 5Ds.
Oh
It's
yeah.
because their shows are more geared towards more and more about kids, to where
Not necessarily. They nerf it before it comes to America and makes it for kids. That's what they do.
Yeah, that I was about to say. There's that, and then there's also one of the issues that I noticed they have with Yu-Gi-Oh series is every season they have to force in a new summoning mechanic, whether it's good or not. So,
Well, honestly,
not-
I loved synchro summoning in 5Ds, but in regards to that, I love 5Ds, especially because of the fact that I especially love 5Ds.
Oh snap! Pokemon Sun?
Moon.
Oh, it's
Moon.
Moon.
I have Ultra Sun.
I was showing you guys that I do still have my my capture device, so I can start LPing DS games anytime I get ready. I just haven't got around to it yet. But this is
okay.
There's actually one game I did want to recommend DK, but it's a DES game, but it's also for the Switch, but it's brand new for the Switch, but
Oh, the
I
World
recommend
Ends
getting
With
on
You.
DS instead because it's a lot more. It's the OG version. It's a lot more fun.
Well,
DK,
I
have
would
you ever
say-
heard of this game called Worlds End With You?
Mm-mm.
It's the if you played I know
You would
you
enjoy
played
it.
Dream Drop Distance. I know you played Dream Drop Distance, so you would probably know the characters. Neku Sakuraba,
Oh, great, I
Pete,
can't hear
Shiki,
anyone.
Grime,
I think
Joshua.
I think AJ was telling me about that.
Yeah, The World Ends With You is part of Triple D, is part of Dream Drop Distance. That's why that was the. Yeah, that's basically it. The World Ends With You had the characters, Square Enix representatives in Dream Drop Distance.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody said that they were gonna mail me.
Oh yeah, that's right,
Their
Jay.
copy of Ultra Sun. So when that happens, I guess I'll do a blind stream of that because I haven't finished the original Sun and Moon yet, but I might do a blind stream of Ultra Sun. Haven't decided on that yet, but just to show you guys that I do have a DS capture device that I can use to actually capture it. Not with a camera or anything. No, I gotta catch a device as if it's a console. So.
What else can I say though? I would say that there was one thing that I also wanted to add, but The World Ends With You. If you ended up getting the Switch version instead, it's basically a port of the Android version anyway, which means that there would be more mechanics and more. There would be more
I
mechanics.
still have
and
no
more-
idea if I want to play Sun or Moon, since I have them both.
Speaking of which, I do plan on blind streaming World Ends With You one of these days.
Switch or
yeah.
DS?
That reminds me,
Yeah,
Jock. Sorry, that reminds me, Jock. I haven't forgotten about blind streaming Dream Drop Distance, so you can watch me suffer.
Well, it depends. Which version are we talking here?
PS4 version.
Okay.
Yeah, freaking Dream Drop. But yeah, Dream Drop Distance.
But to say the 3DS version's a
World
lot
Ends With
easier.
You. There are so many other games on the 3DS that I could recommend, but I would say that.
Yeah, which
based
version?
on your type of content, I would say that Persona Q, possibly Persona Q2 when it comes out. World Ends With You if you can get the DS copy. But if you want to go for the Switch, I would say it would probably be the better version because it's basically a port of the Android version, which had added
Yeah, they
story.
were cutting out.
So that's probably the best way to go.
Also, I guess if anything else, there's added story stuff to the Switch version. I wouldn't really call it the Android version because the Android version was kind of shit. But yeah, I've gotten to dabble with it. It's pretty fun, although I will say two things real quick. I don't recommend the Persona Q games because I'm just going to say this right now. If you thought the characters were going to be good, they're not. They exaggerate
like
the
extra one-dimensional.
Yeah, the whole kind of accentuating the one character trait that everybody knows them for, like Akihiko with protein, Chie with meat, Kanji with his not even gonna go into that. They don't even go into that. They just make it weird. Nato being a dick and that kind of crap.
The funny thing is that you already like exaggerate the characters anyway in the Persona games. Like they make them out to be more one-dimensional than they are.
Yeah, it's like for me when it comes to Persona games, I guess if anything, they do their characters well, but after their games are kind of done, their character tropes are just kind of exaggerated for spin-off games.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I wonder what they would do with. Minako at least in Persona Q2 because she was actually like one thing that she was probably known for was actually her kindness. I would say because of what happened in P3P anyway. So
if she ain't banging Shinji, I don't give a fuck.
No surprise, no surprise. But honestly, her kindness is actually.
By the way, Jack, I had to leave because for some reason I was cutting out. Did you actually say which version of World's End With You were gonna play?
I don't know. I'm still up in the air about it. I mean, like, if I say Switch, then I have to wait for it to come out. But if I say
It's been out.
that's already out. Okay,
Yeah,
then I have to wait for then I have to wait for Abel to get it.
Did Paige leave? I don't see her anymore.
Yeah, Paige's gone. She's not here anymore.
Well, I'll say this though, DK, as your longtime buddy, I am saying this as your longtime buddy. Whenever you play Dream Drop Distance, for the love of God, do not platinum it.
Is it that bad?
It's that bad.
Jock did it himself, and oh boy, he has proof, and he has stories.
Well, I don't. I rarely go for the platinum. I mean, it's gotta be like a game I really platinum a game now. Keep in mind that I platinum Final Fantasy 13 and 13 too. So yes, I love those games. So, yeah, I platinum 13 1 and 13. I ain't platinum the third one yet, but I platinum the first two.
Like when it comes to platinuming games,
The platinum, like the only trophy I didn't get for 13 2 was the Chocobo racing one.
Do you think you can ride this chocobo?
Oh my god.
Limp Bizkit did really good on that one.
Remember when I made that? Sorry guys. Remember when I made that video on YouTube about how I've been getting a lot of comments about people telling me to stop playing other games and just play Final Fantasy games. When I uploaded my speedrun yesterday, somebody actually posted on that a dude just Final Fantasy games. See, people really do think that way. All they want me to do is play Final Fantasy. But I tell you, ever since I did my blind stream of Persona 3 Fairs, I said, hey, Final Fantasy is good, but hey, there's some other games out there. So
yeah, and that's one of the things that sucks about being and some Let's Players have this problem where once you get popular for being known for one series, people assume that you'll just do nothing but that, and this is why I've been kind of meaning to make a video talking about that. Let's Players will play whatever they want to play. If you have a problem with it, the door is over there. You won't get your sovereign's check. We're about to kick you out of this building harder than Telltale kicked out its employees.
But speaking of which, yeah, I've got that problem too. Except it's with my countdowns. This is like I got a couple of messages like saying, "Dude, stop it with your Ruby reactions. Stop it with your Let's Plays. Stop it with your comments from the Dark Abyss videos. Stop with all this. Just release countdowns." I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know what, dude? You want me to release countdowns? Sure, I can release a countdown every day, but they'll be absolutely shitty.
I've never heard those kind of people. I don't even reply to them because if they're that simple-minded, then they're not worth my time. So.
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, I don't even.
That does make sense.
I don't even.
And right now, Phil. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, DK.
No, I'm done. You go ahead.
And right now, and bringing up people who only do one kind of thing, and even Phil DeFranco's getting a lot of flack for this right now. Because on his separate channel that's labeled Phil AD, because of the guy who does like a lot of the vlogs in the office back behind the scenes crap, he kind of got tired of making them, so they ended up making a lot more like podcast stuff on there, and his fans are pissed talking about their unsubbing because they don't like the podcast stuff, they want the vlog stuff. I mean, this is one of the things that I hate. It's like, let the person do whatever they want to do, unless they're like, you know, solely like commentary channels or just solely reaction channels. Then it's like, I would like to see you trying to do more because you have the audience there, you can get the talent there. It's just, don't limit yourself like that. But at the same time, it's like, do whatever you want and don't let somebody
stop doing the equals 3. So like he started doing other stuff and people like stopped fucking with him.
Wait, who?
Ray William Johnson. Remember when he stopped?
You're breaking up on us, dude. You're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up on us.
Oh, my bad. Google Chrome hates me.
You said Ray William Johnson, right?
Yeah, the whole vlog thing didn't.
Yeah, give him a sec.
Yeah, but I know about that. But
and
Ray
Jock
William
left.
Johnson.
Yeah. Whoa! Didn't mean to do this. Didn't mean to do that. This is what I was going to try to do to get around the cutscene problem for Final Fantasy 13. Like when a cutscene comes up, I was going to quickly switch like that. But after careful consideration, I decided not to do that because if I gotta go through all this shit just to show a cutscene, I'm gonna say it ain't worth it. You know, if they don't want you show the cutscenes that bad, then fuck it, I just cut them out.
Yeah, and it's like I think gaming channels tend to have like gaming anime channels have the worst flack when it comes to copyright because like even like 5 seconds you'll get hit for it, especially most games from like Bandai and Sega because you'll get hit hard by them or even Square Enix. You get hit for an entire playthrough, and it's just yikes.
Nintendo's pretty reckless with it too.
Yeah, because well then there's that and also impersonation channels that try to file claims as well.
Yeah, that gets really annoying.
Yeah, them channels can go fuck off.
I think somebody tried to impersonate me one time.
Oh god, yeah.
Those impersonation channels, I think those things are run by the FBI, low key.
I wouldn't go that far, and I wouldn't even talk about things like that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I got hit by. Let's see, I've gotten hit by Bandai a lot because let's see, there was Dot Hack, there was Tales of Cesterium, Symphonia. Exilius 2 have gotten hit by Atlas for the entirety of Persona, and yeah, I think all my stuff is from Bandai and Sega.
Sega. But I wanted to mention to you guys that there was one other thing that I wanted to do before I wanted to say before I left. The voice of Yusuke. I got my copy of Persona 5 signed by the voice of Yusuke, aka Nat Mercer, aka McCree from Overwatch. Or from Fire Emblem or whatever. But I just wanted to drop that off before I go. I suppose I'll see you next. I suppose I'll probably see you.
Oh no,
next.
it's J Barb.
But yeah,
no.
I got to meet.
Oh no.
Matt Mercer. He's actually a pretty cool guy. But I'll see you guys later. I'm just gonna go check
J
out.
Barb, let's not talk about that game.
Because there's not much else for me to say. See you guys later.
Alright, Phoenix, let's stop by, dude.
Jesus.
Alright. So like I said, guys, I will continue streaming this game the following Monday unless something horrible happens. So I don't have anything else planned. So, but right now I gotta get back to my Final Fantasy 13 LP, get that out of the way so I can get back to the Tomb Raider games. And then I gotta finish Tactics. I just got so much catching up to do on my YouTube channel, so I really gotta focus on that. Now that the hack is officially done, version 9 is officially done. People are playing it, and they love it. No, it's done. now that the hack is officially done, and I've reached my Persona 5 gold time for now. I have a 17 hour, and next time I'm gonna shoot for a sub 17. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of shit. So, but now I can focus on my YouTube channel because I'm kind of behind on that. So, but yeah, so I will catch you guys next Monday, and hopefully we will get a release date for episode 2 of Life is Strange real soon, so we can have some more fun with Jock on that. I'm really looking forward to that. So. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. It was fun.
All right, take it easy, my guy.
Later, chat.
Later, guys.
See you, Deke.